Yo, dude.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
How are you, man? Who's that? Kyle? Who is that?
Just some guy. Don't
Um,
worry about me.
he's a real life friend of mine, a high school friend.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you really want to lose a conversation with your high school friend with you, I'm down with
That's not
that.
a losing a conversation. We're not debating. We're just having a chat, dude. Damn.
Okay,
Is that okay?
okay.
Can you handle that? Can you handle just talking to somebody without it being a debate? I know you're big on the debates and everything,
I'm,
but
I'm, I'm a competitive guy, okay?
um, why? Oh, okay. So I'm just curious. Why do you want to buy a house?
Well, I mean, why would I not buy a house, to be honest?
I mean, depending on your living situation, owning a house can be more costly than renting an apartment.
It depends, dude. Hold on, let me set something up here. It really just depends on what you mean by that.
Well, I mean, like in terms of like money, I don't know how many other more expensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, all right. What, like, explain. Okay, what makes having a house more expensive than an apartment per se?
Okay, so when you go to buy a house, there are upfront costs to home ownership, right? So on top of the actual cost of the house, you're paying for something else called closing costs, right? Closing costs, what is it called? Like 3 to 6% of the
Sure,
total
that
cost of
sounds
the loan.
about right. Yeah, that
It's
sounds
it's
about
not
right.
it's like 3% to the seller, 3% to the buyer. I don't remember. But basically, closing costs are some amount of money that's going to be in the thousands of dollars that you pay upfront in order to close the loan, in order for the bank to sign your loan, right? That goes towards the real estate agents helping with the buying and selling and facilitating the purchase of the home and everything, right? So you have some upfront costs that are rolled into your loan. Um, on top of that, there are costs and jobs of being a homeowner that you wouldn't have to worry about renting an apartment. For instance, do you want to mow the yard every week? Or I guess you don't have to shovel snow in Florida. But do you want to be responsible for maintenance and everything for hurricane season and for doing all the things you need to do in your house to keep it insured, right? Because for instance, if you I don't know like what the specific qualifications are, but in some places in Florida you have to have certain types of shutters on your windows. Otherwise, if the insurance company rolls by and does an inspection, they'll drop your insurance because you won't have the minimum safety factors or whatever for your house to be covered. And then the bank will issue you their own. It'll be super expensive. You'll get super fucked.
Destiny,
What?
do you really think it's expensive to put up shutters?
I'm not a dog. Do you really think it's hard? Never mind. Listen, I'm just saying that this is just one thing. I mean, the shutters are one thing. I don't know what else you have to do to keep your house, kosher with insurance people. You've got yard maintenance. You've got maintenance around the house. You know that if you need a major repair. Oh, shit. There goes the rocket. Wait, are you launching it?
No, it's preparing.
Oh, put the satellite in. Oh, okay,
I
sorry.
can't yet.
And then you know that you've got like if you have any major repairs that come up, if you need a new water heater, if you need a new furnace, air conditioner unit, if you need a new roof, these are all like major repairs associated with owning a home, right? Depending on where these repairs, come in at, if they're within like the first 5 years of the loan, there's a decent chance that you'll be upside down in terms of like money owed, for quite a few years. On the ownership of a house, I'm not saying
Well,
it's
all
always
right,
a bad idea. Like,
I think it's better if I tell you exactly what I'm getting myself into, so you can accurately tell me if it's a good idea or not.
yeah, sure. Hey, real fast, just as a qualification, I'm not qualified to give financial advice. You should seek the financial advice of a professional
Yeah.
for making any huge decisions that impact the rest of your life, right? I'm just a
Yeah.
streamer that plays video games.
Yeah. Well, essentially, all right. Essentially, I'm putting down the house is worth 250, right?
Okay, so you're putting down what, 50, 40?
I'm putting down 55.
Okay.
So per month, the house is only gonna be about $1,100. I talked to the lender about it. He said he can get it down to like $1,100 per month, and I'm gonna have one of my friends living with me, and I'm gonna charge him rent. I'm only gonna be paying $550 a month in mortgage, and plus bills, right? So bills would be like another $3,000. 3,000, like maybe not 3,000. I really have no idea, but at most 3,000, right?
Sure. Okay. All right. Are you ready, dude?
Okay, yeah. Tell me.
Look, okay, no, wait. Okay, because everybody thinks about money in different ways, okay? But you need to have a very holistic view of how your money is working. Okay, so for instance, you just told me that you're going to pay how much in rent a month?
$550.
$550. Okay.
Yes.
Now, how much are you paying effectively for rent in 1 year?
I don't know. Like, so if I paid rent on like what, $1,000?
Well, you said that you pay $550 a month. That's what you'll have to pay, right? So you do 550, right?
Yeah.
550 times 12, right? Is $6,600, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go to look for an apartment, right? You might be tempted to say like, well, with an apartment, as long as I pay less for my house, that's a good deal. But what you're forgetting is the fact that you're paying $55,000 up front in order to access that rent payment, right? Because your down payment has to be factored in as part of the money that you're paying, right?
Yeah, but that's totally worth it, dude, because, I mean, tell me why it would not be worth it to put a down payment on a house. Because the hard part for buying a house is putting down the down payment. And most people don't have $55,000 just saved up, you know what I mean? To do that at my age.
Well, but so the thing is that typically when you're looking at investments, usually you're competing with the market. Usually you're competing with what are considered to be safe index or mutual funds, right? Which you're looking at about a 7% return, right? So when you ask me, why wouldn't you just buy a house? Well, because depending on your situation, that house in the long term could be a worse investment than just putting the money in the market. So $50,000, 7% interest, you know, how often does money double in the market, Kyle? Like every 10 years? Is it like, if you put that money in the market and you sit there and let it grow, sometimes that will make you more money than using that money towards buying a house, right?
Right. I mean, all right. So I get what you're saying. So, you know, you invest the money.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I have to say something real fast, okay?
Yeah.
There's a guy in your Twitch chat called Brent72188. Does Destiny understand that when you rent, you're throwing it into the gutter? I leased a car and got fucked. Okay, firstly, if you leased a car, you didn't get fucked. You paid money to have access to driving a car, okay? This is one of these really immature rumors that gets thrown around with people that don't have a good view of how money works, okay? When you pay rent, you're not throwing away your money. You're paying money in exchange for a place to live, okay, right? And with that money that you pay for rent, you're also buying access to different things as well. Maybe utilities are included in that. You don't have to worry about major repairs. You don't replace the fucking water heater in an apartment building. You don't pay for wiring for an ISP or whatever, right? And you're also paying for a specific contract, right? The ability to walk away in 12 months without having to sell the apartment like you would a house, you know? And you also don't have to pay upfront closing costs. You might have to put a deposit down. Normally you get that back. But yeah, that idea that just because you're renting something doesn't mean that you're throwing away the money. Like, you're throwing away money in a house as well. You might be throwing away money on major repairs. You're throwing away money on property taxes. You're throwing away money.
How are you throwing money away on a house?
You have to pay property.
But it's not going to be as bad because you can always sell the house and get at least some of that back. Whereas an apartment, you're getting none of that back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you might sell a house and get some of it back. But if you rented an apartment, you would have saved more than you got back selling the house. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, I plan to to live there for a long period of time. Over time, if I rent, I'll be using way more money in the long term if I do that. Because I'm gonna.
Sure.
Why would I not rent for a long time? You know, where am I gonna live? You know what I mean? And this guy,
listen.
This guy just said that, you know, roof repair if a hurricane comes is a lot of money and et cetera, et cetera. Dude, there's been one hurricane that has done any damage in the past like 5 years. Like, I'm not worried about it. In 5 years, if I can't have an extra like $5,000 or something saved up to repair something, then I'm fucked, you know?
Okay.
Like, how can I not have that shit saved up? There's been one hurricane, dude, in 5 years.
Let's find something good.
Sure. Dude, your chat. Oh man, dude, I'm glad this is not my chat. I'm getting triggered as fuck. Okay, listen. Buying a home is not necessarily a bad idea, okay? But if you want to buy the house, there's going to be work that goes into it. This isn't something that you can just leave to the side and let it rot and then expect to just recoup that money for no effort at the end of whenever you decide to sell it or move.
So,
give
me an example of somebody who should buy a house. Like where do you live in, for example?
I own 2 houses. I like houses.
You own 2 fucking houses. So what is the issue? What do you mean?
Well, because I.
The first one you bought was in like 2008.
Yeah, I have very good. Yeah, I've got very lucrative interests on both of them, right? I think both of these are under 4.5%. I think the best rates you can get right now is probably like 3 and 3.7, I think was the best that I heard. I got these at relatively low interest rates, which is good. I know what goes into keeping houses maintained, right?
My
but
interest rate's
the
gonna be
I'm saying that
3.5%.
sure, that's good, right? But
Also,
like
he had to do a donation drive to get his roof fixed.
yeah,
Why
well,
would I
didn't
need to get my
know that.
roof fixed? I looked at that. My roof should be good for another 10 years if at the house.
Not
I
my
looked at.
point, but whatever.
Sure. No, I'm just saying that like there are costs that go into owning houses. I know that I'm going to be here for a long time. I have a family that lives here, so I know I'm going to be here for a long time. I have no desire to move whatsoever.
Well, same with me as well. I would have no desire to move. I'd be there for a very long time as well. Because I look at it, even if streaming goes south, I'd be able to afford it because it's only $550 a month, and I'm near 3 major cities. All right. So north is Jacksonville, south is Orlando, and then west is Tampa, and that's all like 30 minutes to Tampa's an hour away. But so I'd have many chances for a job. You know what I mean? So
Out of curiosity, what are the property taxes on that house? Do you know?
Yeah, $2,500 a year, which is
$2,500. Okay, that's not terrible.
That's not bad at all. $2,500 a year, $100 a year in homeowners association, and that's pretty much it. Like why would I not buy a house? You know what I mean? Like sure, I could invest the money, but I'd rather buy a house first and then save up money, then invest that money. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I need a house. This is my only chance to buy a house because I have the money right now to put a down payment on.
Okay. So everything that you just said points to you should not buy a house, right? Okay.
Why?
Like because why? What do you mean you have to buy it now? Or you're not gonna be able to get it. What does that mean?
All right. So let's say I don't buy the house, and I have about. By the end of December, I'm gonna have around like 55,000 saved up, right?
Okay.
So what am I gonna do? Like, if I don't buy the house, I might, for some reason in the future, spend it, and I'd rather not. I'd rather put it on the house and spend it on bullshit. You know what I mean?
Okay, but like, so like the.
Accidentally.
Listen, what I'm saying is that like you're telling me like I might accidentally blow 60 grand, so maybe I should buy the house now. Like this doesn't sound like the type of prudent financial management that would be the like you're saying like, well, if something happens to my roof, like I can always save up money and buy a roof. That's not a big problem. But now you're telling me that you might accidentally blow through 50 grand for some random reason. Like,
well, no. All right. So think about it like this: if I don't buy the house. All right, so think about it. Let's say I don't buy the house. Let's say streaming goes south. Let's say the worst of the worst happens, right? Okay, streaming goes south. Obvious, like, all right, I don't know, like, over time, you could just end up spending the money, you know what I mean? Especially if I get a shit job.
No, you don't randomly just blow through money. That's a choice that you have to make every time you do it. There's not like a goblin in your bank that just leeches money every month.
Let's say I put the money away and I save it. What am I going to do with... I mean, I guess I could invest it like you said, but... I just feel...
Yeah, you just throw it into some type of fund and you just let it grow,
but
and then it's there if you need it.
How long is that going to take? You know what I mean? Like, I want to move out right now, and I just feel like renting would be such a waste, because I would be renting for a long period of time, and I could just do that with a house, and... Okay,
but like, even after 5 or 10 years, it's not like you have much equity in the house. Have you ever looked at like an amortization schedule? Do you know what...
A what? No, what do you mean?
Okay,
yeah,
so
having equity in your house would be better than on nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay, but you don't have hardly any equity even after like 10 years of buying into a mortgage. Do you understand? Because the interest is kind of front-loaded into the loan.
Destiny just mad cause he
Does any of that
had
make
no
sense?
money to make a down payment.
Okay, here, hold on. Let me
guy
find.
said you're mad.
Now he can't save enough to have
I'm not mad at all,
enough for a
dude.
down
It's your life. I
payment.
just don't want you to.
I
There's a
can
lot
say
of people that
why you talk to
romanticize
him.
owning a home,
You
but a
can't
lot of people in the United
discuss
States are
things
very
with
financially
someone who
illiterate
is
and don't
never
understand
wrong in their mind. He's balding.
everything that
What
goes
do you
into
mean
it.
by that? Am I financially illiterate?
You just told me that you might accidentally spend $60,000 if you don't spend it right now.
I mean, that's not what I meant. What I meant was, you just never know, dude. Like it's not like, all right. I mean, I just don't want to have money sitting around. You know what I mean?
Look at what you just said. You never know. So what if an emergency comes up in a year where you need to spend that money, but now you've blown it all on a down payment in a house? Like,
well, that's the thing. I've thought about that as well. Basically, all right, so I'm gonna put the down payment on the house when I already have an extra $10,000 in the bank as well. So when I put the down payment down, I have $10,000 to my name in my bank, which if anything happens, you know, I have 10 grand. Like, what's gonna happen where I'm gonna need more than 10 grand? Me fucking breaking my leg or something? You know what I mean?
okay, so here's a big question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you know what an estimated tax payment is?
Oh boy.
where they estimate how much tax you're gonna pay.
Yeah, how many of those have you made so far?
0. What do you mean?
Okay. Have you ever filed... Is this the first year that you've done streaming?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna ballpark guess. You don't have to tell me exactly, but I'm guessing that you probably are going to have made over $200,000
No way, dude. No.
by the time April rolls around.
Dude, I could tell you how much I've made, but it's definitely not 200,000.
Okay, is it? It's not less than just ballpark it.
It's a little bit less than 100.
How long have you been streaming for?
All right, I've been streaming since May of 2015. I got a sub button in like August. I didn't start making money from subs until like January, because January is when I hit like 300 subs. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, so if you had to guess how much money, if you're on track, if you had to guess how much money you were going to make by the time April, or no, wait, I guess you only pay taxes from January to December. Okay, you know that you're gonna get like a pretty big tax bill in April, right? Like probably around $20,000.
$20,000 in taxes?
Yeah, at least.
Nothing. You've paid nothing, right?
If you've paid nothing in, so remember, have you ever worked a real job before? Like where you got like a paycheck?
What do you mean, dude? Listen, dude, I used to be a line cook, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For like
you remember?
3
Okay,
years.
listen. You remember how you had that thing called FICA tax, the Social Security, Medicaid, or whatever?
No, somebody else did my taxes for me.
Okay, well, those taxes that you normally pay, you have to pay that times 2 when you're self-employed. It's called self-employment tax. It's a massive expense. It's a huge, like, fuck, dude. Like
normally your employer
you
pays half of it and you pay half of it. But since you're your own employer, you have to pay both halves.
Why doesn't Twitch pay that shit?
Because you're a contractor.
They're not your employer. You're an independent contractor.
When you file your taxes at the end of the year, you're going to file your... Yes, you're a contractor, because when Twitch pays you, they pay you on a 1099. They'll send you a 1099, and then you're going to have to pay the full tax. Federal tax, you don't have to pay state tax, and then you're 2 times of a FICA tax, which is your self-employment tax.
Okay,
so like,
all right, so, yeah, so, okay, so you're saying I'm not going to have the money to pay the taxes, what you're saying?
Probably
Step
not.
1.
If it's your first year on 1099
Step
income,
2.
the government will excuse penalties, but you'll still have to pay the tax, right? So on $100,000 for self-employment tax, on $100,000 you're looking at anywhere from $20,000 to $35,000 in tax owed if you take into account federal and self-employment tax. You're looking at.
I took that into consideration as well. Taxes. You said we have to pay tax. When do we have to normally pay taxes? April?
You have to file it by April 15th. It's technically due throughout the year as you earn it. That's why you need to make estimated tax payments.
All right, so by April, I am not too worried about having $20,000 saved up to pay that tax, plus a little bit more, you know what I mean?
Sure.
As long as, you know, streaming doesn't go south in fucking 3 months, which I wouldn't see how it would, you know what I mean?
The guy that just, yeah.
So, like, I've taken that into consideration. Like, if I stay at around 2,000 subscribers, by April, I should be okay. I should pay the taxes, you know what I mean?
Sure. Have you ever tried to get, like, an accountant or whatever, or somebody to help you? Because on these taxes, your deductions and everything are really, really, really important. Like, any money that you spend on, like, on a new computer or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking to a tax guy right now about all that. I'm currently putting together a spreadsheet so I can give to him of everything I've spent in the past year. And I haven't saved any receipts, so I have to go look at my bank statements, and it's really difficult. It takes a lot of fucking time, but I'm doing it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, and then your first estimated payment for next year is also due in April. So if you owe $30,000, then you're going to have to pay that $30,000 in April, and then you have to make your first estimated tax payment, which would be about $7,500, assuming your income stays the same.
Yeah. So I mean, after talking a little bit, don't you feel a little bit more comfortable in me buying a house?
I don't know. I mean, if you really want to work for it and own it, then you can do it. But just don't fall into the trap. There's a lot of idiots in your chat and on the internet that think that, like, buying a house is just free money. That's absolutely not true.
What do you mean?
You're probably because it's not. There's a lot of costs that go into owning a home that you don't have to worry about with an apartment. And then there's a lot of work that goes into it as well. You have to do property maintenance. You have to do upkeep. You have to make sure that if you have major repairs that they're taken care of, you have to make sure that you keep your insurance company happy so they don't drop your coverage and you get billed super high insurance from the mortgage lender. You know, depending on, or you said you're making a 20% down payment, so you probably don't have to worry about mortgage insurance. But I'm just saying that, like, it's not like you just buy a house and it's free money because you own a property and equity, blah, blah, and all these fucking meme words that really mean nothing. Yeah, you just gotta, you have to be willing to, like, I'm not saying that you are lazy or anything, but I'm just saying that, like, you could buy a house and everything could run to shit, and then in like 4 or 5 years you're like super stressed over a property that you owe more money than it's worth, and like there's no way out and you're super fucked and you're really stressed about it and you can't sell it, and just there's work involved, and like right, like it sucks to be stressed over a property like that when you could have just rented an apartment, and then if you want to move you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna move. I own an apartment, I can just peace out, you know, it's fine. Or, you know, if a major thing goes wrong, like, I'm in an apartment, it doesn't really fucking matter, I don't have to do anything, I can just focus on streaming, you know. Whereas for a house, anytime you take away from your streaming that you spend towards working on your house, it's time that you're spending not streaming, that's money that you're losing by not streaming, etc., etc. Like, I'm just saying that.
Hold on, for this guy that just said that I'm gonna owe like 20K in taxes, how are you not surprised? I've thought about this. I mean, it's not gonna be 20K because I'm going under an LLC with the tax guy I'm working with. For one.
Wait.
So
how is an LLC? How is an LLC gonna help you?
Well,
wait, hold on. There's two things. No.
It's gonna make me owe less.
Listen. Firstly, there's nothing that you can do for this year. You can't retroactively form an LLC for this year, right?
Okay.
Nothing you can do is going to help your tax burden for this year. Maybe for next year it will, but that LLC would have to be formed hopefully by January 1st to simplify shit.
Well, let's put it this way. Normally, you file a 1040 as an individual. If you own an LLC and you are the only member of that LLC is a disregarded entity, which means it doesn't exist for tax purposes, and you're still going to file the same form. Like, if someone told you that an LLC is going to lower your tax burden, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, how is an LLC going to lower your tax burden as well?
I don't know. That's what I was told. That LLC, I get less taxes, bro. I don't know. I'm not in the tax. Yes, this guy called me stupid because I was a finance major and I don't know this shit. But here's the thing, buddy.
Wait, you were a finance major?
Here's the thing, buddy. Basically, what happened was I did my associates. I took 2 classes for my bachelor, so I still don't know shit. But I was a finance major. I still don't know shit, though, okay? Because I didn't take enough classes, bro. I don't know that shit yet. I took 1 accounting class, and I took 1 fucking marketing class, okay? And I don't remember shit that I learned in either of those. So, motherfucker, what you trying to say?
Okay, listen, this is what I'm trying to say, okay?
Not you, the guy.
I understand. Listen, I think that you should try to find some kind of financial planner or whatever. Talk to them. I don't know if you have to pay $100 for an hour or whatever. Find a good financial planner. Talk to them about your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals.
I'm talking to one right now. Actually, my homie Trihex actually hooked me up.
Okay, don't let any random fucking friends hook you up, okay? You don't want to hook up from anybody in the fucking esports community, okay?
Why?
Because gamers are fucking retarded.
What?
Dude, half of these fucking guys don't even file taxes. Listen.
No.
You don't listen. Don't ever trust fucking gamers when it comes to any financial shit, okay? What you need to do is you should find a good financial planner, somebody completely outside of the fucking video game industry, okay? Find a financial planner that works for some financial planning company or whatever, wherever the fuck you find these people. Not some random dude at a bank either, okay? Find an actual financial planner. Go over your fucking goals. How much money? What do you mean? I don't know. Where do you find like a non-biased financial planner, Kyle?
I don't know. I'm an accountant. I don't need one. I can tell you, well, the way I find them is that there's a bunch of them that fucking network with people in my job. But as I said, I don't need it.
Okay, when you said the guy hooked you up, who did he hook you up with?
A guy who's done taxes for many other gamers, professional gamers, dude. I don't know, and shit, and it was Trihex, and he uses him and shit, so fuck it,
The house is still a good idea, but you do need
right.
to go to an accountant.
He wouldn't lie to me. He uses him, so.
Well, but it's not that he's lying to you. It's that people might not necessarily know better.
Bro.
All I'm saying is by April I should 100% have 20 grand or more, a little bit more saved up by April, especially if, you know, we continue to get more subs and shit like that, you know what I mean? And perhaps more, you know, another sponsor or something, I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, so you're saying, so what is the occasion to buy a house? When should somebody buy a house?
If you feel like you're financially prudent, if you know that you're going to stay in an area, or at least hire a property manager to hire property in an area for the next probably 10 years, and then if you really understand the financial implications of everything you're getting into, you understand the mortgage insurance, you understand the escrow that you're paying, you understand how your taxes work so that you can maximize your deductions. Like, I feel like buying a house is like the problem is that, like, are you familiar with the term liquidity?
Yes.
Finance, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A house is a very...
No,
okay.
I don't remember. I remember learning this shit in accounting, but I don't remember the fuck shit.
Okay, so liquidity is like ease of access to your money. How easily could you take how easy can you use your money to buy a cheeseburger is liquidity, okay? So like the $20 bill in your pocket is very liquid, okay? The $20 in your checking account is very liquid,
$20
right?
for a cheeseburger? Where the hell are you getting
Sure,
yours?
a sick-ass cheeseburger, right? $20 invested in a mutual fund is not as liquid, right? You have to sell the fund. As long as it's a popular fund, it's fairly liquid, right? When you look at something like a house, this is is illiquid. Is that a real word? This is not a liquid asset, right? If you need to get money out of your house, if you need to sell your house, like these are huge processes and huge pain in the ass, you know, like headache-inducing things that you have to go through in order to deal with this, right? A house is a really big commitment. You're tied to it for quite a while. It's a big liability. $200,000 liability. This will be bigger than any liability by probably a couple orders of magnitude. Have you ever even like rented a car or bought a car or whatever?
No, I've rented a car before.
Okay, so this will be the largest liability that you've ever had in your name before. Like, there's just a lot that goes into it. It's not a bad thing. It's just it's a thing, right? It's kind of like having a kid. I mean, it's a big responsibility. It's not necessarily bad. There's just a lot of shit rolled into it, and I mean, it can be a good thing. But I mean, like if you're not sure of your future career, your future earnings potentials, maybe what if you fucking blow up and you're like, fuck this, I want a fucking $1 million house.
Maybe you can help me then, Ravalita, dude. Maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe you don't want the house. Maybe you're like, this is shit. I should just got a fucking GTR so I can go zoom around with a Summit or whatever all day.
No,
like,
that's such a waste of money. Why the hell would I buy a GTR for when I could get a Ferrari?
I don't.
I'm just joking. That was a stupid joke, because, like, why would you get a GTR? I just never understood that. But I'm saying, like, so you're telling me to not buy a house, but you're telling me to buy a fancy car.
I'm not telling you to buy anything.
I would never buy anything not used. Buying a new car is fucking stupid.
Okay, sure. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't buy. I'm just saying that whatever choice you make, you should be aware of, like, all of the implications of what you're doing and not just buy a house because, quote unquote, money spent on rent is wasted. That's like a really naive view of how the money is spent on rent. We watched a video on stream a few months ago that had like the comparisons between rent spent and then money spent in a house. Does anybody have the link to that video? You can watch that with your stream and everybody can watch and learn a little bit. It'll be awesome, okay?
Okay,
and
so
look, you may be buying a house might be
this guy in my chat, he said, what I should do instead of buying a house, what I should do is rent a bachelor pad in Miami and fuck bitches. I mean, now, what do you think about renting something, but like it's an expensive rent?
I don't like to spend more money than I have to, so I mean I wouldn't do it.
I'm the same exact way, dude. Why the hell would I, like, that's what the house that I'm buying would be the cheapest thing that is acceptable for what I'm looking for, you know what I mean? So I mean, besides the tax thing, what other reason would there be for not buying a house besides the tax thing, right?
Moving is probably the biggest thing, or change of earnings. Like, are you positive that you really want to stay in Florida for the next 5 years? 5 years, that's a long time out. How old are you?
I'm 22. Dude,
22,
I don't,
okay.
dude, Florida's the best state. Why the fuck would I want to move out of Florida? There's
Because
literally...
Florida's the worst state.
Wait, excuse me, where do you live again? Nebraska?
Yeah, so I can go visit any state I want. I'm right in the middle.
Bro, Nebraska's like the motherfucker, like, I don't know, it's like the Wendy's of fast food. It's there, but McDonald's is better, you know? Like, what? You telling me Florida's the worst state? You live in Nebraska? The fuck?
Listen, dog.
What the hell is in
hop
Nebraska?
on Twitter. Listen, hop on Twitter, talk to the esports people, say, yo, what's the coolest place you've been to? People are like, oh, dude, I went to fucking New York. Oh, dude, I went to fucking Seattle. I went to LA. I went to San Diego. How many of those people are gonna say some shit like, oh, I went to Orlando. That was really fun.
Bro,
I went to Miami.
Disney World, beaches, women, Miami.
Dog, you're 22, not 12.
Beaches, women. You know, hot weather year round. And fucking, it's like 90 degrees out here right now, bro.
Doesn't it rain every fucking day?
It rains about once every other day, but only for about an hour, okay? So it's fine. What's wrong with Florida? Tell me. What's wrong with Florida?
Listen, nothing's wrong with Florida. If you want to be there for, like, the next 5 years, like...
In Nebraska, all the women are fat.
The women are fat everywhere in the United States.
No, I know Nebraska, Kona City, homie. I know about Nebraska.
Okay, dog.
Hey, partner, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? Maybe get a McRib? But in Florida, it's like, hey, amigo, you want some McDonald's or what?
Alright, I care about you, okay? I just don't want you to get hurt.
Ask him where you can rent and be loud without being a
Do you understand?
All right, let's bring up
honest
this.
question.
I'm loud as fuck. What apartment is gonna allow me to be loud as fuck?
He might have you there.
No, that's a legitimate thing. That's the reason why. That's one of the big reasons why I kept with houses, because I fucking hate streaming in apartments. I mean, if you could try to keep a good schedule and stream during the day, so people won't mind if you shout that much.
That's the thing. This guy donated. Why don't I buy a nice condo? But it's like the same thing, dude. It's like it's renting, dude. I just feel like it's such a waste of money, you know?
Dog, listen, just don't think that. Renting is not a waste of money. You're paying for a place to live. When you go and rent a hotel, do you ever think that, like, man, I wish I was, like, buying a section of the sidewalk instead so I could sleep out here? Like, what? Like, you never think that when you do anything else. Like, I hate, you know, spending money in a hotel because I'm throwing my money away. You're not. You're paying for a place to live.
Right. All right, but how will I be loud, though?
I don't know. If you're loud during the day, people don't give a fuck. I don't know. It would depend on the certain
I
type.
stream kind of at night here. If I'm loud at midnight, like I am right now, I don't even gotta talk loud. The walls are made out of nothing.
Sure. Listen.
They're gonna be like,
listen. That might be the tipping point. That was a really important part for me. That's why I don't like living in apartments. Okay. But if this is a horrible decision for you in every sense of the word, and then that's like the one thing going for you, I don't think that it would be a good idea to jump.
So what do you think I should do? Should I buy a trailer? Maybe live in that?
I don't fucking know. Listen, dude, you didn't seem like the kind of person to me that would be interested in owning a house.
Why? What do you mean by that? What kind of person am I, dude?
Do you for your current living situation, do you procure food for yourself and do your laundry and everything? Your mom doesn't take care of any of that?
No, my mom does the laundry, but I want to do the laundry. She doesn't let me. She thinks I'm gonna fuck up the washing machine, which is so stupid because I know how to wash the goddamn shirt. But yeah, dude. So
have you ever made your bed or cleaned your sheets or anything?
Yeah, I know how to put sheets on the bed. What do you mean? I went to this camp back when I was in not elementary. Back when I was in 9th grade. I was 14. I lived there for 3 months, and it was military school essentially. You had to make your sheets and do your own laundry and make your own fucking food and shit like that. So I've lived alone before, you know. Well, not alone, but without my parents before, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
have you ever thought? Okay,
listen. I know how to
listen.
cook food and stuff, so.
Listen. Have you ever considered? Okay, this is a crazy thing. Wait. So right now, are all of the bills that you pay for you have a cell phone? Is this all in your name?
I pay the internet, the cell phone, my car, insurance because it's already paid off, and that's about it.
You don't pay your mom for this, right? You actually make the payments yourself.
I pay rent too. Yeah, I pay the payments myself. The rent goes to my parents. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever considered trying to rent an apartment for 1 year to see how that goes and then go to a house from there?
I've considered it, but like I said, I'm loud as fuck. Mm-hmm. And I've looked at some apartments and there are no apartments that are away from people, so it's inevitable. I will be kicked out of the apartment. It's just inevitable, dude.
Who is the guy that's going to live with you? Is he going to be cool with you shouting and screaming all the time?
Oh, yeah. He's my friend. So, I mean, he's okay.
Have you ever lived with him before?
When I went to some events and stuff, we lived in a hotel for a couple days together. But, I mean, we've been friends for about 15 years. So we're going to see how it goes, you know?
Have you ever thought about like renting a house for a year?
I have. I did think about that, and my parents actually talked me out of it. They told me that was a waste of money.
Are your parents certified financial planners?
No, but I mean, I don't know. I agreed with them. It is a waste of money. I'm throwing fucking money down the drain from renting.
You're not throwing money down the drain. You're getting a place to live, dog. It's not throwing money away. Ice Poseidon, can you please repeat after me? Renting is not throwing away money.
Okay, you're not throwing away money, but it's definitely not an investment. Whereas a house,
I mean, it kind of is.
you could get some of your money back in a house, so it's kind of an investment, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, like an investment, like, do you think a car is an investment?
Yeah, because you need a place to go, and then you can sell it back and get more money.
So why isn't an apartment an investment? Because you need a place to live.
Because you can't sell it back.
You get your security deposit back.
Oh my god.
Okay,
my fucking
this is what I'm trying.
$500,
Listen. This is what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about having a one-dimensional view of your money, okay? Is a car an investment? Even if you couldn't sell it back, a car is a type of investment because when you buy a car, it gives you the ability to travel to places where you can work, which gives you the ability to earn more money, right? So in some ways, a car is an investment. If you have somebody that doesn't have a car and they've got to bust their way around everywhere or bum rides off of friends or can't go anywhere, right? Giving them a car or them purchasing a car is an investment into a lot of different things. Not because that they can turn around and sell that for twice as much as they bought it or sell it for anything, but because it gives them access to other things, right? That money in that car is an investment. It's into a vehicle, right? Much the same way that when you rent an apartment, you're not just throwing away money, you're investing in a place to live that you don't have to worry about, that you can walk away from without a headache at all, right? I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that renting is always better than buying or buying is better than renting or whatever. Like maybe buying a house is the right choice for you. Just don't view renting an apartment as something that's a bad idea, like or like a waste of money. That's totally not true.
Right. Okay.
This guy is completely wrong. What am I wrong about, Gregorp23? You fucking inbred. Please fucking tell me what I'm wrong about. Literally nothing that I said there. There's not even room for disagreement in anything that I just said. This guy probably doesn't even fucking work, so he doesn't think that
there is room for disagreement, but...
And what I just said? Tell me one thing I just said that you disagree with.
Well, you know, just like the tax thing and the headache thing and the 4 years down the line.
What tax thing and headache thing? No, be specific. What's the one thing I just said that you disagree with?
Because, well, the thing is, Destiny, man, a house is gonna be more, how do I put this in a way that, that's gonna be acceptable to understand? A house is gonna be, all right, so let's say this, streaming goes south, right? I have to move back in with my parents because worst comes to worst, I can't get a job, I can't afford shit. I can rent out my house. And
no.
I can rent out my house. Okay, at $1,100, I charge them $1,500 rent. I make money and pay the house. End the fucking story.
No,
what?
This is a bad idea because
Why?
your house is never an emergency. Your primary residence is not something that you pray to God in the future you can leverage for a profit over your mortgage.
Here's another thing. It's not that I'm praying to God. I've made sure.
Okay, but what if you can't find somebody to rent it out to?
Bro,
what if you can't find somebody to rent it out to?
I've thought about this, bro. Like, dude, when let's say I gotta get a minimum wage job, I will still be able to afford the house. I've made
I'll
sure
rent
of
out
that.
my house to you.
Okay, so what are you talking about moving back in with your parents then?
I'm saying worst comes to worst, dude.
You can tell your lungs.
Worst comes to worst, you have to foreclose the house.
Well, yeah, I'm saying worst comes. Let's say
I'm not sure if you saw it.
Like, let's say, hold on. Even if streaming goes south, I'll still have a lot of money saved up to have time to get a new job, so it's 100% gonna happen. And if it doesn't, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Like, I'm not. Like, I can get a job, but even if I can't, I can rent out the house as like another resort. As like even if I get a job, I can still rent out the house with my parents and still make money from the rentee. You know what I mean?
Okay, listen. I just want to ask you like a basic question. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's say that a house is $100,000. Okay. Now, okay, you might need to write some of this down. Okay, I'm just curious. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Okay, let's say that house is $100,000, okay? Let's say that you make a $20,000 down payment, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now let's say that you pay, your mortgage payment is $800 a month, okay? After 1 year, how much equity do you think you have in that house?
What do you mean?
Do you know what equity is?
How much money did I pay to the house?
Yeah, how much equity do you have in the asset? Right? How much do you own of it versus how much do you owe of it?
What's with all the terminology, man?
I don't know. You were in fucking finance, dude.
Dude, I took 2 classes before I stopped going because I was streaming.
Okay. You know that like for the first few payments you make on the house for like the first 5 years, you know that when you pay like when you make $1,000 house payment, you know that only like $100 or $200 at most is going towards the actual principal balance of the house, right? That's building equity, right?
Really?
So like when you make that, yes.
Okay.
Right. Like so if you make $1,000 house payment, maybe $100, $150, $200 maybe is going towards the actual $100,000 or whatever that you owe on the house, right? The rest of that is going towards interest and your escrow payments, right? Which pays into account that pays your taxes and your insurance, right? Very, very little is actually going towards the principal balance of the house.
Okay. So what does that? So what does that mean?
That means that in 5 years, if you decide to walk away and you sell the house,
That I've
you're
lost
probably
a lot of money.
yeah, you're probably only getting your down payment back, maybe, depending on how much you had to spend on closing costs and if you had to make any major repairs.
All right, let me tell you what I plan on doing, and you tell me if this is a stupid idea or not, okay?
Okay.
You know, I don't even want to say it, dude, because I know so you're gonna be like, that's retarded, and like I know.
No, I won't make fun of you. No, I know. I'm just giving you. Listen. I'm not a financial planner. Don't take any advice to say. I'm just here to chat with you.
Nice disclaimer, dude. I'm suing you. All right, so. If my house is $1,100 in mortgage a month, I was thinking about paying. So, you know, putting aside like $2,000 a month to save.
In a modular house, it is around 40K and
putting around $2,000 to save, and all the other money that I make through streaming go for the payment to the house.
Okay.
So let's say I throw a number. Let's say I make, you know, X per month streaming. I put $2,000 to save up, and the rest on the house.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So you'd be making greater payments towards the principal in order to pay it off much earlier, right?
Yeah. Yes. In fact.
Okay. So, are you familiar? Okay. Let's say that. Okay. Are you ready?
I don't know.
I'm gonna give you an example. Like, just listen, okay? Just listen, okay? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say that I give you $10,000. All right.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm giving you $10,000. Now, let's say that I say I want you to pay me that money back, okay? At 3% interest, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's say that you have that money, right? Now, you know that you can take 20 years to pay me back, but if you invest that money in the market, you'll get on average 7% interest, right? Are you going to try to pay me off as quickly as possible? Or are you going to drag those payments out as long as possible because you know that you can earn more on that money than the interest rate you're being charged to keep it? Does that make sense?
Sorry, I'm lost. So you wanna, yeah.
Basically, what I'm saying is that if somebody is willing to give you a large sum of money for 3% interest, you are never paying that back early. It's way too easy to get more than that in any kind of fund, and you would never want to make that payment early. This is another piece of like really dumb conventional advice that gets thrown out by a lot of fucking people that don't understand how money works. It is that if you make an extra payment, just one extra payment a year on your house, you'll pay it off, 5 years faster. You can make payments on your house, accelerated payments on your house that'll go towards the principal to pay it off much faster, but you are always better putting that money into some type of retirement account to collect interest rather than paying off the house early. Does that make sense at all?
Do you not realize you are throwing away money
Hold
with
on.
interest on a mortgage?
Hey, Alvicron in your chat
Renting
says that he's
buys
a
you
finance
freedom,
major
the
and he's
most
saying I'm so
valuable
wrong. Do you want to
asset
pull him
you
to
can
Skype?
have. You can increase your
God.
wealth easier while renting.
Yeah, pull a finance
also,
major
what
to
if you get
Skype.
noise complaints in a house you buy?
Hold on, I'll send him a message, okay?
I just want to go somewhere I can bring a girl back and be like, yo, baby, what's up? Look at this shit, and fuck her.
Have you ever thought about putting money into another
This is
account that would earn
probably
interest
video
over time, like a
Destiny was
kind of
talking
retirement
about.
account?
Please watch.
Sorry, there was a donation. Hold on. I'll watch it, dude. What'd you say?
Have you ever? Hold on. Destiny, you're not considering that if you put extra money into an investment, you no longer have access to it. You can redraw on a mortgage. What? Getting money out of a fund is so easy. Pulling money out of a mortgage is so hard. What are you talking about? Like a home equity line of credit or selling the fucking house? Is way harder.
I mean, technically, if you put it in a 401k.
Why, Gav? Is somebody gonna? Why? What's gonna happen?
Sure, but we're
Gav?
not talking about a 401k, right? You can just buy.
You're just talking about. You're just talking about.
Yeah, just
bank.
like.
Yeah.
If you're putting it into some type of IRA or whatever, then sure.
I'm trying to give this guys. I'm trying to give random chat persons.
Don't give random chat persons credit ever.
What happened? Hello?
Some retarded thing that they meant.
Oh.
That finance major. Yeah, what's up?
I don't know.
Okay.
What were you talking about? Sorry, I cut out for a second. The internet and stuff.
I said I love you and I support you no matter what you do.
Oh, okay. He's
download Vainglory.
He's pulling him in from my chat.
Who, what? I'm not pulling in any. I'm not. The guy didn't respond to me because he was a fucking cuck piece of shit who's scared as fuck.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, no, yeah, man, like, you're making me really rethink this, dude, but, like, I don't know, dude, because, like, I really...
Okay, listen. I'm not telling you that you're right or wrong. I'm just saying that it would be good to talk to other people, because when you make a decision like this, listen, whoever this fucking Trihex guy is, right, he's not going to co-sign the house for you, is he?
What do you mean? You don't know who Trihex is?
No, who...
He's a streamer. He used to speedrun Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, just look at your chat, dude. He has an emote.
Yeah, he's the try-hard emote, you know.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. All right, listen. Is he co-signing the house for you?
No, of course not.
Okay. So this house is 100% your responsibility. Is your liability, right?
Well,
no one else is going to help you with it.
My parents are going to co-sign with me.
What? Really?
Really?
Why?
No!
Why? What do you want, Destiny? What do you mean?
Your family... Dog, don't, no.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
No,
What?
dude.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Because
no.
No,
dog. What? Oh, no, because I'm gonna, now your parents are gonna fucking tell you to stop talking to people on the internet.
Oh,
Dude, you should, listen, you should find like a, you gotta find a qualified person. You gotta find a qualified dog.
What? My parents shouldn't co-sign?
No, why would you want to give half of your house away to somebody else? Are they gonna help you make the fucking payments?
They're my parents, what do you mean?
Why do you want them to own half of the asset?
Because, well, for one, I haven't been streaming for 2 years, and the lender said he needed 2 years of income before he could let me buy the house. That was the main reason.
Okay, so if you sell that house in the future,
yeah,
you're gonna have to give half that money to your parents.
What are you trying to say, dude? My mom's not gonna scam me.
That's not a scam. They would own half the house. If they co-sign it, they own half the house.
Yeah, but they're not gonna like do shit to me to make all. They're not. What do you think they're gonna do? Kick me out? Steal half of my money?
If you need someone to co-sign, I would say just fucking rent an apartment or rent a house for a year until you can buy it on your own.
What's wrong with co-signing, bro?
I don't know, dude.
Wait, hold on. They're my fucking parents, dude. What do you think they're gonna do? You think they're gonna steal my shit?
Okay, listen, okay? Can I give you the coldest fucking piece of advice anybody will ever give you? Because I don't think you've ever heard it before, okay?
What?
I'm gonna tell you the meanest, rudest fucking thing, okay? Listen.
Oh no, what is it, man?
This is true of every Listen, dude, I am 100% real here, okay? I've never been more real with you. Okay. I'm so fucking real right now. Do you understand how real I'm being?
That was not very real.
Do you understand how fucking real I'm being? Listen.
Alright, you're being real.
Whenever you engage in any contract with any party, ever, especially when money or your image is involved, every time you sign a contract, you have to consider what are the worst possible ways that I can get fucked out of this contract, and you have to take that into consideration when you sign it. You never, ever, ever put your name on any legally binding document with the assumption that the other person signing with you won't fuck you as much as that document allows them to. Right? This includes friends,
Why would my parents
families.
fuck me, Destiny?
It doesn't matter. Dude, why does anybody's family go fucking crazy over money? I'm not saying that it'll happen. I'm just saying that why would you even risk it?
Your arguments are flawed from a logical standpoint.
To get the highest return on investment, then nobody would ever.
What if your fucking dad or mom pick up? What if your mom or
no, hold on. If every investment you ever made was only made to get the highest return on investment, then nobody would ever buy a house, Destiny. Please consider
no, that's not true. Houses can be good. No, houses can be good investments. Houses can be safe, good investments, and it's a real piece of property. It's not as susceptible to crazy market swings. If you maintain it and care for it, it can grow in greater value than the market actually grows. I mean, like, there are decent reasons to own houses, but I'm just saying that, like,
fucking kids.
Yeah, or if you've got kids, I'm just saying that, like, it would be nice to go into this with a certain degree of financial literacy so that you understand the responsibility that you're assuming. Like, the fact that there are so many basic terms that maybe you don't have the greatest grasp of, and the fact that you're so easily willing to co-sign away the biggest piece of property that you've ever bought in your entire life without even a second thought. Like, these are kind of like red flags to me, you know? Like,
I mean, let me ask you, Destiny. Would so you're saying you would never? Who would you co-sign with ever? You?
Listen, I live with a woman right now that I love very much. Okay, and I didn't even buy this house with her. I'm just saying, dude. Like, that's some scary shit. You haven't you heard people tell you, like, don't like lend family money or anything? Like,
I mean, why would
money's a good way? Money's a good way to ruin relationships.
My parents gave me the car that I have. You know what I mean? They bought a car. I mean, they gave it to me. I had to make payments on it and shit, but they still gave me the car. You know what I mean? so why would they? Well, yeah, they bought it and I had to pay for it. Why would they? I just don't. They wouldn't fuck me, Destiny. Like, sometimes you have to have trust
nobody
in people.
thinks that. That's why they're called accidents, dog. Have you ever heard somebody say? Have you ever seen somebody walking with a glass and you're like, dude, you're gonna drop me? They're like, no, I'm not gonna drop it. What do you think, I'm retarded? No, because nobody knows when an accident is gonna happen, right? Nobody knows when somebody's gonna go fucking bonkers, or somebody's gonna try to fuck you, or somebody gets a little bit too old, a little bit too senile, or that house looks a little bit too good to pass up, and they decide that they want to get theirs out of the value of your house. You don't know if that's gonna happen. Hopefully it doesn't, and you hope it doesn't, but you never go through life signing contracts, getting ready to get fucked by anybody that changes their mind. You don't want to. Why would you expose yourself to that? Why would you put yourself in that position? Why would you, like, you're literally martyring yourself for nothing. Why would you do it?
I mean, I don't want to, but I mean, it's only gonna happen if the lender won't give me the mortgage because of how long I've been streaming for, right? So I may not have to. If you'll actually give it to me, I may not have to co-sign. But basically, what?
Wait, what? This is what do you mean? Wait, hold on. The lender has no fucking choice. The guy that you're talking to has nothing to do with whether or not you get the loan. You know that, right?
I plugged it in the right thing here. So it should be okay. Yeah, but Destiny.
Wait. Who are you talking to quote unquote get the loan or whatever? Wait. Okay, hold on. What is the process you're going through to get? Are you going to a bank first to get pre-approved for a certain dollar amount, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get pre-approved first. I mean, I was just getting quotes. You know, I was just getting quotes.
How can you get a quote without a credit check?
Your grandma sued her own daughter.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I told him what my credit was. I told him to quote me, because I'm not gonna have him check my credit, because obviously, if everybody starts checking my credit, then my credit will go down. You know.
Sure, but nothing that anybody says to you before they start pulling credit is going to be worth anything, right? Like, you have to do a hard credit pull to figure out what you actually get pre-approved for, right? And whether or not you need a co-signer is going to be determined by...
I told him what my credit was, so he gave me a quote based on that.
Okay, but that guy, whoever you talk to, he's not the guy that determines whether or not you qualify for the loan. What happens is a loan officer takes in all of your information and then they send that off to an underwriter, and the underwriters are the people that look over all of your information and then decide if you're eligible for a loan with or without a cosigner. Whatever guy you talk to has no sway or influence on whether or not you would qualify for that loan. Oftentimes the people making those loans, I don't think, are even the same, like, they're not even the same financial institution that guarantees it or provides.
What do you mean? He was a lender. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying that just because some guy that you talk to, it's very unlikely. The people that you talk to, Kyle, are never underwriters themselves, right? They're never the people. I've never heard that before. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I've never heard that before. I'm just saying that, like, I'm just saying that, like, dog, be careful. Listen, dude, I love you. You sound so innocent.
What you are doing. Go rent a sick bachelor pad in
Ice,
the
I
city
love
for a
you.
year
And it sounds to me
see
like
if
you're
you
walking
still
around
want
the
to
street
lose all
with your
money.
asshole wide open,
Why
and,
a
like, so many
bad
people want to
investment
fuck you,
loan?
and I don't want you to get
Destiny
fucked.
If it makes any
I want you to get
difference,
fucked.
The 17-year-old saying otherwise.
if it makes any difference, I was gonna refinance my house in about a year's time.
No,
and take my parents off the contract.
Okay, but listen, dog. If you refinance a house, you gotta pay closing costs again. Why would you buy a house and refinance
that's
a year?
No, he said I wouldn't. He said he would have. I don't. But he said he would make it so I wouldn't have to.
How do you know this guy even has the power to do that?
Because he
Wait,
owns.
wait,
He
you wouldn't
owns
have to
he
pay
owns
money
the
or
mortgage place.
when you say you talk to a lender, who you like? What's the name of this place? This isn't like the same people that did that computer for you, is it?
No, why would I go to a computer store to
I
get
don't
a
know.
mortgage, Destiny?
I don't know, dude. Who's the guy you're talking to? He's like a lender. Does he work for like a real
he's,
estate company or?
In my city, I looked up on Google mortgage lender and I clicked on one of the first ones there.
Oh yeah.
And he's a mortgage lender in my city and he does this kind of shit. And I mean, you know, he's not gonna fuck. Like he might fuck me, but that's highly illegal, so he wouldn't.
Okay, also, in order for you to refinance, if your parents are signed on as co-owners of the house, when they do that co-sign, if they sign on as that and you go to refinance it and take their names off of it, you need their approval for that refinance. You can't unilaterally do that. You would have to get their approval to do it as well.
Well, yeah, my parents said they're down to co-sign with me. At first, they said they didn't want to because they don't think streaming's that stable. But I told them that I was confident that even if anything did happen, I'd be able to have a lot of money saved up to set myself for a while I'm trying to get a new job. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, I mean, I just feel why not buy a house, you know?
Well, because for the first 5 years, you're not even going to have any equity in the property.
Except
for the down payment that you made.
Unless I pay early like I plan to and pay more than
But why?
What do you mean why? Because eventually I will pay the...
Why, if somebody wants to lend you money at 3.5% interest, why are you ever giving them back that money? What the fuck? You hold on to that for as long as you can. You can make more money than that in any other part of the market.
So you're saying that, all right, 3.5% interest. So you're saying if I pay more per month, I'm losing money instead of actually... You're saying it would be better to not do that and have the mortgage go on for longer?
Yes.
But why?
And then instead what you would do, because you would invest that money instead into the market. You need to open a retirement account or something so you could see the other ways. Now, it doesn't have to be a retirement account, any kind of investment account so that you can see the other ways that your money can work for you. Because a house isn't always the best way. And investments are easy as fuck. You just put money in there, move money in there at the end of the month. If you have $1,000 at the end of every month and it just sits there and it multiplies for you without you having to think about it. 7% is a very conservative estimate on what you would get in the market. If somebody lends you money at 3.5% and you pay that back early and you could have earned 7% on it, you're effectively losing 3.5% worth of interest on the money that you pay back. Does that make sense? We can draw an example if you want.
I just don't know who to trust, dude. Do I listen to you or do I listen to my parents? You know, my parents tell me renting's a waste of money, so.
Listen. Let's say that I give you $10,000, okay? You have $10,000, right? And let's say I'm gonna make you pay me back at 3% interest, right? At the end of the year, okay? At the end of the year, do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's say that never mind. I'm sorry, I'm reading my chat. Let's say that you can invest that money in the market for 7%, okay? And you get that all back at the end of the year, right? Okay. How would you play that scenario out? You wouldn't pay me back right away. You would invest that market, and then at the end of the year...
Might as well pay you back so you don't have to deal with it. All right, tell me this is stupid.
Listen. At the end of the year, you would have $10,000. At the end of the year, you would have $10,700. You could pay me back $10,300, and then you would have $400 cash money, right?
You know...
Does that make sense?
I kind of agree with you, because let me tell you something that I did do that I do highly regret. I paid off my school loan in one go, and I regret that so much. All right, so I had, so I had $12,000 on my school loan, and I had that saved up, and I said, you know what, fuck it, and I paid 12 grand entirely instead of the $100 a month. And after I did that, I regretted it because obviously, you know, I could have had 12 grand more to, you know, for the down payment on the house and etc. You know what I mean? So tell me, from your perspective, was it stupid to pay 12 grand for my school loan to pay it off?
It depends.
Depends on the interest rate.
Well, yeah, like right now I'm talking about favorable interest rates compared to the market. If your student loan was at 10% or 15%, then yeah, it's better to pay. You want to pay off high interest debt quickly, always. Credit cards, followed by loans, followed by whatever other high interest debt you have. When people talk about high interest debt, they're talking about debt that's usually more than 5%. However, oftentimes you can negotiate a deal too. Like I paid my student loans off really quickly in 3 payments, but that's because if I paid it off early in 3 big payments, they would they would forgive a whole bunch of the balance. So like in some cases that can be good, but I don't know what your interest rate on your student loan was. Like that makes everything. Like that's the most important thing.
No, hold on, everybody in the chat. 12 grand, not for. You're gonna think of it. 12 grand for my associate's degree. Okay, yeah, I'm a fucking moron. I know. Not
Hey,
for
dude,
two
it's
classes.
more of a degree than I have, dog. That's okay.
Yeah, people in chat were like, 12 grand for 2 of your bachelor classes. No, 12 grand for my associate's degree. And in fact, the school fucked me over because I had to pay another 5 grand out of pocket before I even became a streamer. Because basically, I forgot the entire scenario, but essentially, and I'm gonna make this makes me look stupid. Essentially, I failed one of my classes, and by like 1%, and they misdid the grade, and they told me like 3 months later, but it was already too late. To stop going to my next class to retake that one, and that credit didn't count, and essentially they weren't gonna pay for the class that I was currently taking. They scammed me. They were like, oh, sorry, you've already taken 3 months of this class. We can't give you the loan for that because you failed your last class, so you gotta pay out of pocket for this one. So I had to take out a loan of 5 grand and pay that shit myself. So yeah, that was. I went to literally the worst fucking school you could have gone to. So for my associates, I got scammed, dude.
Wow.
That's a whole nother fucking story. So, I mean, what do you think about that, Destiny?
On your degree?
Well, I mean, just on what just happened when I got scammed on the scam that they did to me.
I don't know what the deal is between you and your school. Like, I have no idea, dude.
Think of buying a house as a girl.
5 grand for one semester, not one class.
And you can't even stay with a girl long.
What if you got banned from Twitch? What if I started screaming?
Yes, I hate agreeing with
right
Destiny,
now?
But you need to.
Well, that's the thing,
stability
Destiny.
to
I'm
yourself.
very confident that I'm not gonna do anything that would get me banned from Twitch, because not only am I on a 5-second delay, so if you were to scream some bullshit, I could cut it off and censor it so it doesn't get broadcasted. So the delay fixes that, and then for second, I got 4 of my moderators screening donations before they even come through. So I mean, there's no way any bullshit could happen. Like I said, worst comes to worst, I can cut the stream off with the 5-second delay. So I'm pretty confident that I'd be okay, you know.
Gotcha.
I mean, I know that. Say what if you have a job and you buy a house? How confident are you that you're not gonna get fired? You know, it's the same thing. So, I mean, something might happen, but the odds are very low.
Sure. Okay.
I mean,
dude,
renting an apartment, like what? All right, so you think I should get the cheapest apartment I could possibly get?
yeah, sure. Maybe an apartment, if you can get like a room. Ask if there's like a room that doesn't border anybody currently living there. I don't know. Because the noise thing is.
I don't know. I've looked at some, dude, and they're all together, man. The only apartments that I saw that were kind of spread apart were like way too expensive. You know, fucking 4 grand a month, fucking things, dude.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Or maybe you can find like an apartment with a room that's like facing the outside, so that.
Well, I mean, the people above me are still gonna hear me and shit, like above me and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I
Jesus
got.
Christ, did you go to Enron University?
Don't get a middle
you
floor.
fucking moron. 12K for an associate.
I mean, you can-
Actually, casual H, I paid 19,000 for my associate. If you add the other 5 grand that I got fucking scammed.
Oh yeah, you can, and then you can also rent a house to try the homeowner thing, homeowner light.
You know, that's what I was initially going to do. My parents talked me out. I'm not gonna soundproof a fucking apartment. That's retarded. It's expensive and retarded. I've soundproofing a room's like 20K, dude, or for like a good.
What? You're never soundproofing a room? Yeah, don't. That's not a realistic alternative.
My parents talked me out of renting a house because they said it was a waste of money to rent. Essentially, that's what.
Okay, listen. I love your parents, and you should love your parents, okay? But just because you love your parents doesn't make them qualified to give you financial advice. Can you say that for me one time? Say, I love my parents, but just because here, repeat after me. I love my parents.
I love my parents, and all because I love them doesn't mean they should give me financial advice.
Thank you.
Although,
well, it doesn't mean you should listen to it.
Although my parents aren't stupid.
You're
my
young as fuck.
mom has
Why
a
not
degree
just move
in
to a Kalegi town?
what's her fucking degree
For example, moving to Orlando,
My mom
enjoying the city,
has a
Winter
master's
Park
degree
area
in
around UCF. You only stream like
what is that
6
shit
to
called?
12.
Were you like the boss?
Not even
Like were you
that
like the manager of shit? I don't know. Hold on. It's she has a master's degree in not communications and fucking administration. She has a fucking master's in administration or some shit. So she like manages like money and stuff at her fucking job. That's what she does. She manages stuff, like contracts and money. So it's not like she's doesn't know. It's not like she doesn't know what she's talking about, you know?
Okay.
I mean, she's not just like some random pleb mother, you know?
You can be as loud as you want.
I'm not living in a trailer either. That's stupid. Well, no girl's gonna fuck me if I bring her back to the trailer, dog. I mean, maybe they would, but not any good girl. I don't know. How many of you guys would fuck me if I brought you back to my fancy ass trailer in the woods? You'd probably just ditch me right there. You probably wouldn't even like look at me. Destiny, if I brought you back to my trailer, what would you say?
If you had a great personality. Well, wait, do I have to say anything to you at all?
Yes.
Am I required to at this point? Are you going to force me to talk to you?
If you were my gay lover, you're required. If you're my gay lover and I met you at the bar and we were chilling, I brought you back to my fucking trailer in the woods, what would you think? Would you be like, oh, you know, we could live anywhere. We could put that in the back of your truck. We could live anywhere. Or would you be like, wow, that's really fucking classy, and then never look at me again? What would you do?
Listen, why are these girls looking at you like this? Can you explain what the fuck is going on in this picture?
What picture? What do you mean?
I linked it on Skype.
Why would the girls are looking at me like this? I don't know, man. What is that?
They look concerned. They look very concerned.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Destiny, man. Everybody look at this. Yeah, I mean, do you know the scenario behind that photo, Destiny?
No, I'm just curious what happened.
I was playing Pokemon Go, and I can admit it, I was being loud and obnoxious, and I went up to them randomly when they were eating, and I'm like, hey, ladies, do you want to play Pokemon Go with me? That's why they were looking at me like that, okay? They're not looking at me because I got something on my face. It's because I was being obnoxious on purpose, because I was trying to be funny on stream. You know what I mean?
Did they respond to you?
I was like, hey, ladies, you want to play Pokemon Go with me? And I don't remember. I got to look at the VOD, but I think they were just like looking at me like that as I walked by, and they didn't say anything.
Would you say they were 3 out of 10s acting like 10 out of 10?
I would say they were 10 out of 10s acting like
Fidel
kind of
Castro
bitchy, to be honest.
Just died. Holy shit, PogChamp.
Listen, Ice, I love you. You know that, right?
I mean, if you love me, why don't you co-sign the house with me?
I just want you to talk to somebody.
So wait, you don't want to co-sign the house with me?
No, what the fuck?
Because I mean, apparently, if it's a good way to fuck somebody over, I mean, why not fuck me over? Don't you want to? You don't want to do that with
Because
me?
I've got more to lose. Fuck, I don't know what your parents have to lose in terms of assets.
What do you mean you have more to lose? You could fuck me over, right?
Well, no, if you go upside down on the house, you stop making payments, that means I'm liable for it.
Right, so how would my parents... Tell me how somebody could fuck you over on a cosign.
Okay, let's say that you pay off the entire house, okay? Right? 20 years from now, you're rich, you're successful, you're suave, you're a businessman, and this house is your pride and glory, okay? You paid off that entire house, $250,000 asset, it's yours. And now you want to go travel the world and be a brave memer and be an awesome person, right? And you go to sell your house. Now, let's say that your dad has died of fucking cancer of the brain because he has to listen to your stream all the time, okay? So all that's left is your poor old mom. Now, let's say your mom's got a little bit of that Alzheimer's ticking, right? Or maybe a little bit... Maybe she's getting a little bit crazy in the head. Maybe she's got a little bit of something going on up there.
How old do you think my parents are, dude?
And she looks at that house.
25 years from now.
My mom's fucking 28, dude.
Your mom is not 28 years old.
I know,
dude.
my mom's 50 and my dad is 60.
I know how old your mom is, dude. I've been up in that shit all the fucking time.
Wait,
listen, dude. Let's say, listen. So your mom is getting cold and lonely. Your dad is gone, and now your mom's looking at that house. She has no financial future. You decide that you don't want to take care of her. Maybe
you're married,
you try
Destiny.
to. Maybe you get a boyfriend. You decide that girls aren't for you, and you run into so many transgender people. You decide I'm just gonna fucking marry a man. So your parents disown you, right? And now your mom is like, I know how to get back at this little fucking.
My mom knows that I've sucked a dick, bro. They don't care.
So your mom wants to get back at you, and now she's like, when he goes to sell that house, I want fucking half. And then you're like, Mom, you're not getting half of my house. And your mom's like, look at the fucking deed, dog. Who's on the fucking loan? We're equal fucking owners, and now you're fucked. And now you just lost $100,000, even more than that, because the house's value would have appreciated. And now you lose half the value of that house.
Well, actually, the house is going up The house is the cheapest it's ever been right now. The housing market in Florida is actually fantastic to buy right now because, Donald Trump was just elected, and they expect the housing market to in fact go up. So.
You really think the housing market is going to go up? We're on the verge of interest rates rising. Interest rates go up, makes a lot of people fucking nervous, hurts people's abilities to get money for houses, causes depression in the market. I don't know, dude. Housing prices being on the verge. We've been on a boom for a long fucking time. Historically low interest rates for the past fucking decade, since 2007, 2008. You really think the housing markets will continue to boom forever? What are you going to do if next year interest rates start to creep up and then the prices of all the housing around you plummet because nobody wants to fucking buy property anymore because interest rates are going up? I don't know, dude. That's just one possible scenario. You know, if you were renting an apartment, though, you wouldn't have to worry about any of that shit.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta go get something, Destiny. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know. My iPad. I'm playing an iPad game. My iPad just died. I don't know why. I have my iPad plugged into the fucking wall, and apparently it still died. But I have my shit plugged into the wall. Hold on. I got another iPad. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Can I talk to your stream while you're gone? Who is Lord Draxus? What the fuck is Destiny fucking retarded?
I trust you.
Who is this guy? This guy is a sub. Oh, a Twitch Prime sub, so not even a real sub. Can I ban this dude? Oh, I don't have admin in here. What's your problem, Lord Draxus? Talk to me, motherfucker.
Really makes you think, huh?
Really makes you think, huh?
Yeah.
Fidel Castro.
I hate that when you call out these people, they just vanish into the fucking woodwork, dude. So
I know, right? I have the same
because if you're ever wrong as a streamer, like, people hold it against you for the rest of your fucking life. But like, if you're a random retard in a chat room, you just scream out retarded shit all day long and you hope to catch somebody.
It's almost like there's a downside to having fame. Tell me more about your first world problems.
It's tough sometimes, Kyle.
It is, isn't it?
Fidel Castro died? I thought that dude was already dead. Isn't his son Raul in power, or has been for a while?
Man, don't even know the
heritage. Oh, dude, we could start screaming racial slurs.
We could.
I could hang up. I could hang up Skype. You could scream racial slurs. You would take down Ice out and stream. I'd be safe because it wouldn't be on my fucking stream. Holy shit.
It wouldn't.
I could sink his whole career right now, Kyle. The power is in my hands. In your hands.
It's actually in mine, actually.
Yeah.
It's in mine. I mean, you have power too, but I mean, you can't sing him without singing yourself.
Why he run upstairs and grab Aaron? I guess.
I can selectively sing anyone.
Oh shit! Kyle has all the power.
I do. So he is all about being unknown.
Okay. Oh, well, this fucking. Oh shit, dude.
What's up, dog?
Shit. Okay, my iPad's back on. That's weird. All right, back where we left off. Yeah, no, sorry. I was playing a game and it's plugged in. Oh, I forgot. I have a portable fucking charger. I didn't. But it's not. It doesn't matter though. No, I'm in a weird scenario where my iPad is using more energy than it takes to actually charge in the wall. You know what I mean? So.
Wow.
It's fine. It's working. It's 3% again. Fuck it. It's good enough. Hopefully it's.
Oh my God! Seriously, you are a literal autist, Destiny. The housing interest rates right now are going through the roof. With Trump, they will continue to for 8 more years. First of all, you don't know if Trump is going to be president for 8 more years. Secondly, how the fuck does Trump influence the fucking housing market? I forgot that the fucking Federal Reserve reported to the president when they were going to fucking make interest rate changes. Fuck off, you fucking retards in chat that have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Literally fucking kill yourself. Can I tell people to kill themselves in your chat, or is that bad?
I mean,
literally fucking kill yourself, bro. Listen, dude, if you fucking stream, I will fucking donate you the razor blades needed to end your fucking life. To say some shit that's fucking retarded.
Now, shit.
To say some shit that's that fucking retarded.
You don't gotta go into detail now. I mean, yeah, can control yourself, Destiny. Control yourself. Relax, okay? Relax. But what were you guys talking about when I was gone?
We were talking about how much we loved you, and we just don't want to see you get hurt. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Give me your honest opinion. Do you think I'd get hurt?
I don't fucking know, dude. I feel like there's a lot of the stuff that you maybe haven't looked into yet, and I just want you to look into it a lot, so that you're making a good, informed decision. Talk to a financial planner that's not related to you or from fucking video games, okay? And then I think that would be a good idea.
What is that, Gav? What is that?
What is what?
I don't know. He sent me something.
Dude, we can start screaming racial slurs. What?
We could.
I could hang up. I could hang up Skype. You could scream racial slurs. You take down Ice out and stream. I'd be safe because it wouldn't be on my fucking stream. Holy shit.
It wouldn't.
I could sink his whole career right now.
Yeah, I just saw a clip. Destiny, you could have synced my whole career, and I'm really glad you didn't. I'm really fucking grateful that you are not a psychopath or sociopathic person that would do so much to sink my career as I'm trying to buy a house. Thank you very much, dude. At least someone has fucking morals, unlike some of these donators that made me spend $1,000 on a new donation program. Fuck. Would you ever do that, Destiny? Spend money on a donation program to stop people from being stupid in donations?
No, because when people donate or act racist, I don't go, oh my god, oh, he said it. So for some reason, I don't get.
Are you saying that's what I say? I don't do that shit.
I don't know, dude. I have a lot of people that fucking hate me, but for some reason, I don't get racist donations to my stream every single day. I'm not sure, dude. Dude, really makes you think.
The only reason why I get them is because because they know that. It's because they know that shit would get me in trouble. That's the only reason why they do it.
Okay.
And unlike you, I've been banned for that shit before. So that's the only reason why they do it is because I've been banned before. You've never been banned for it before, so it's not as worth it to do it to you, I suppose. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm pretty sure that's why. Because after I got banned the first time for that shit, they went like ham and started doing it like all the time. So gotcha. Yeah, like I understand the reasoning behind it. Which is why I spent the money for this program, so it's impossible for that to happen unless one of my moderators want to fuck me over, which I know Gav would never do that, so.
Did you ask Twitch why they ban people for donating instead of banning people who get viewbotted by other people?
Well, I didn't ask them that because I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to get on their bad side, right? But, you know, if I have donations on, it's a third-party program. I don't have to have donations on, so it's my fault, you know?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Then you can't prove somebody's a viewbotter, like, but you can definitely prove somebody put donations on their stream, right?
Oh, sure, I guess. Yeah, that's the route we want to go.
I mean, you can assume somebody viewbots, but you can't 100% prove it because you never know. Because what if you were getting viewbotted every single time you went on and then they banned you, but it wasn't your fault, right?
Yeah, but you can talk in degrees of reasonable probability, okay? If your girlfriend catches you balls deep in another chick, and then the next day you're like, yo, that was just my secret twin brother from birth that you've never met before that you caught, and you'll never meet him again, but that wasn't me. Like, she can't really prove that you're lying, right? Because even the DNA will match, right?
Well, no.
But if somebody's been viewbotting for like 2 years,
balls deep in your brother when she's got a vagina.
Not in your what the fuck? What?
You said balls deep. You said balls deep in your brother. You said balls deep in a girl, and your girlfriend walks in on you, and it was your brother.
Your twin brother. Listen, if you're you know what I meant. Listen. We got off topic, okay? Listen, I love you. Can I go to sleep?
Yeah, go to sleep.
Listen, I think that you should talk to. You need to talk to like a professional. Do you understand?
I will. You know, you've moved me, Destiny, and like you've made me scared to buy a house, dude. I'm not gonna lie. You've made me really afraid.
Well, you don't have to be afraid. Just be knowledgeable, okay? Be knowledgeable. Knowledge is power.
I don't want to get fucked up, or I just don't, like, you know, 5 years down the line want to be in a really bad situation. I don't know what I'd do about that.
Yeah, if you rent an apartment, you can't be in a bad situation. You'll only be in a suboptimal situation. The biggest downside to renting an apartment is you decided, like, maybe I should have bought a house. The biggest downside to buying a house is unfathomable.
But sometimes you got to take risks. Isn't that what life's all about? What's the point of living if you're not taking risks, right?
We don't need to take risks. We play video games for money and get paid way too much for it. There's no point in risking anything. Just make safe investments.
I mean,
you already have like one of the easiest lives. I would say we're doing more
than playing video games right now.
We already have the easiest lives provided to us by society. Why risk it?
Destiny, I was not only a line cook, I was a kitchen manager, right? You know what that means? That I was the boss of everybody in the kitchen, and I had to pull. We had a POS system, and I had to pull tickets, and I had to call everything out that came in to about 5 different cooks in a small hot ass kitchen, which was very stressful, especially when we got busy as fucking in the weeds. I would say streaming is more stressful of a job than that ever was. And do you know why?
There's no way, dude. No, that's not true at all. 100%. That's not true at all. No way.
You know why? Because As a line cook, it's really, it's not.
You know, you're talking to somebody that also line cooked for like 2 years, right? Like, I know what it is to be a line cook. You're gonna tell me that streaming is worse than that?
Not worse, more stressful.
How is it more stressful?
Streaming is definitely not worse than being a line cook, but it's definitely more stressful.
So when somebody throws up a fucking plate that's part of like a 4-plate order, and then you're wondering where like some big piece of meat is that takes 10 minutes to cook, and you find out that the guy running grill didn't put it on, and the entire order is going to be fucked, or that plate is going to be fucked, and you got to decide what you want to put in the fucking window, and what you want to fucking bitch to the window people about, because you know they're going to give you shit, and when you're trying to run every other fucking ticket coming in to make sure that you don't fall behind, like all of these scenarios that come up when you're line cooking, or you come into a kitchen that's busy as fuck, and the prep is not done, so you've got to send 2 of your fucking staff back to fucking work on prep while you're trying to keep up with fucking rush hour tickets. You're all of this shit is less stressful than playing video games and talking to a stream chat.
It's more, all right, how do I put this?
How is this more stressful?
See, now you're gonna listen, Destiny. Basically what happens is when you fuck up at your restaurant, it's like, all right, I fucked up, let's move on, let's forget, let's ignore it. And you know,
that's not true at all when you're cooking, dog.
Right,
if
so
you fuck up while you're cooking, you put the whole kitchen behind.
Motherfucker, I've cooked a goddamn fish that took like 30 minutes to cook in the oven, and I dropped that shit on the floor, and I put that I put that motherfucker back on the plate, and I cleaned it off and put some garnish.
Oh my god.
I cleaned it off and put some garnish, okay? And I damn well knew that was very stressful, because I damn well knew they were gonna taste the dirt. But they didn't. And that was stressful as fuck. But you know what's more stressful? You know what's more stressful than that, Destiny? Goddamn motherfucking ass fucking up doing some stupid shit on stream, and then having like 30 people, having like 100 people fucking message you every day about it. Fucking that you fucked up. I know I fucked up. Like, I don't know, or like having like a whole Reddit complaining about something, you know, like just.
Yeah, but you make 5 times as much as the guys in the kitchen.
Yeah, but it's not consistent. Maybe next month, maybe I won't. You know, it's not consistent, Destiny.
You've got subscribers. Your sub income, I guarantee you, falls within a standard deviation of like all the income you've made. Like, I'm pretty sure you could average it out.
That is still very stressful, Destiny. Having your sub count plummet. If that shit was plummeting, that shit would be very stressful. Like, it's not right now. It's stagnated at around 2K to 2.1K. But I'm saying it's still stressful because you never know when it could plummet, you know what I mean? You never know.
You have huge upside, though. You could make so much money streaming and playing video games. You get to travel. How many times did you get to go and meet cool people like me at fucking TwitchCon when you were a fucking line cook? Right? You get to travel around the world. You get to buy... Remember when you were growing up? When you were growing up, did you ever think like, oh my god, it would be so cool if I could get like fucking GTX 8800s? Those things were the baddest fucking, or 8800 GTX cards or whatever, right? Did you have those things growing up? And now you just dropped $13,000 on a computer like it's nothing.
13,000?
How much did you spend on that fucking computer, dude?
My computer is 4,800.
No way. How many graphics cards do you have in there?
1.
Okay. So you have a $2,000 processor and a $4,000 computer.
What, Destiny? Yes, I have.
Didn't you have like a $1,000 monitor too? You got to hang out in a room with fucking Shaquille O'Neal. Remember when we got to meet Shaq upstairs? You got to interview him and shit, right?
Yeah.
All this shit.
Yeah.
You would rather go back to line cooking for 1/5 of your income because you're scared that you might lose.
I literally said streaming is better, but it is more stressful. I never said line cook was better. It sure as fuck is not better. It's more stressful. It's not, like, obviously it's better though, and it's worth the stress, you know, because you make good fucking money, and you know, you get to have a bunch of people that want to watch you and shit. You know, it's fucking good. It's nice. You get to travel and shit. That's right. But it's still
stressful. Wake up whenever you want.
Well, I mean, trust me, I'd still prefer to stream at 8 p.m., but I'm streaming at like 6 now because people were complaining. But like, sort of, yeah, you could without getting fired. But that's not like I prefer, Dusty. I prefer. Like I'm streaming, but it's just more. It is still more stressful. Like I don't get how. You're telling me you're not stressed sometimes when you stream?
Yeah, sometimes, but but like, dude, you're playing video games for money, for a lot of money. How could you? I don't know, man. There are definitely stressful parts of the job. Dealing with fucking hate from fans or from anti-fans is a huge fucking stress. Like, there are definitely stressful parts to your job, but the fucking sky is the limit, dog. You can make as much money as you want. Like anybody in the fucking country would trade positions with you in a fucking heartbeat. Like these are things that
like you're making it seem like I don't like streaming. I like streaming. I prefer streaming over line cook, but it's still stressful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's stressful. I mean, I don't disagree. I guess just be careful with that shit.
I mean, it's not always stressful, obviously, but it is still sometimes stressful. Whereas being a line cook was sometimes stressful, but when you put them together, you know what I mean?
Damn, dude, you think this is stressful, and you ain't even gotten to owning a house yet, man? What the fuck?
Well, I know. I'm willing to take the extra stress, dude.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
I'm willing to, because sometimes you gotta take it. Destiny, and honestly, in all honesty, I just feel like it would 100% be worth it to buy a house, because I feel like as long as everything goes good within like a year and a half, I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. I could finish paying off the house entirely in about a year and a half, as long as
wait, what?
As long as everything goes well, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I said, like as long as my sub count stays at least at 2K, and donations and stuff, and perhaps like a future sponsor, shit like that, dude. Like I could pay the house off in a quick amount of time. Like I feel relatively speaking. So,
okay.
Because pretty much all the money I'd make from streaming would go into the house. I would put it in my savings account. I would put all my money.
If you make that much money,
I would put.
Why not just rent an apartment and in 5 years retire with $1 million and never have to work again?
Retire with $1 million? I don't think $1 million would last an entire lifetime.
Dog, what do you mean? You don't think you could live off of the dividends and shit from $1 million?
I mean, I guess if I invest the money, I could.
Yeah, of course you have. Dog, listen.
That's
you have
boring,
to talk.
Destiny.
Listen,
that's boring.
No.
I'm bored. Honestly, the real reason is I'm bored, Destiny. I'm sitting in my house. I'm fucking bored as hell. I want to buy a house and do shit. I want to buy a fucking house and go play. I'm bored, dude. I'm bored as fuck sitting at my goddamn parents' house every day. That's the reason, okay? I said it. I'm fucking bored. I can't wait 5 years and retire with $1 million. I'm bored as fuck. I'm bored.
Okay.
You make what I make in a week in 1 hour playing this shit.
I want to put myself in a situation that's gonna make me have to fucking do shit. You know, sitting on, let's say I save up 100K, sitting on $100,000 in your bank account. It's just boring, dude. Like I want to buy a house. I want to put myself in a situation that will force me to do shit. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Like sitting on a bunch of money is. Like, it doesn't motivate me, dude. I want to be motivated to do shit, and buying a house is going to help motivate me, dude. Sure, it's going to be stressful. Sure, things could go south, but it's fine, dude. It's fine. I'd rather not be bored, dude, to be honest with you.
Okay, listen.
I know everybody.
Just give me one thing. Listen, I'm not going to buy you anything. Listen,
I know that sounds weird, everybody, but.
Find like a financial planner to talk to. Look it up. Google fucking financial planner, retirement planner, whatever. Find a dude to talk about. Walk in, tell him you make a fuck ton of money. Tell him that you want to retire in as quickly as possible, and then get a plan, and then just see how that goes, and do that. And then maybe, and you can tell them you really want to buy a house, and they'll help you buy a house. Like, I think you can, listen, I just think you should talk to somebody official, because the saddest thing right now would be for you to go 5 or 6 years with nothing to show for it. Would be like the worst thing.
I know.
All right?
And I wouldn't go with nothing to show for it. Let's say I could pay off the house in a pretty quick amount of time. Would it then have been a good idea? Especially if the housing market goes up in 5 years. Would it then have
What if it goes down? Or stagnates?
Destiny, the house that I'm buying is not going to go lower than 250K, dude. It's already.
How do you know that?
Because it's already cheap as fuck.
Why is it cheap as fuck if it's such a good house? If it's such a good house, why hasn't somebody bought it by now that's more prudent than you in real estate investment?
Because it's 30 minutes away from the city. It's a 30-minute drive to the nearest city. So it is out in bumfuck nowhere.
You don't think people that are looking out to invest in, then why do you think the price is going to go up if it's 30 minutes away from the city?
Because, I mean, it's already at the lowest it's going to be. That's not going to go
Why
down.
is it so low? I'm asking you, why is it so low?
I don't know, I've looked at it. This house was sold before. In 2007 for like 280. Okay, it's 250 right now. So it's already lower than it was sold last time.
It sold in 2007 at the height of the housing bubble for 280?
Dude, in 2007 wasn't the height. What do you mean? The height was like 2004 or 5. In 2007 we were going through a recession, bro. What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean.
Dude, we were at the lowest fucking point, dude. What do you mean?
Okay.
Am I wrong about that? I don't think so. I don't think I'm wrong. Pretty sure we were going through a recession in around that time.
I feel like that bubble popped around 2007, but
if you go broke, maybe
It did.
But who knows?
It did. I will confuse.
No, fuck everybody. Fuck you. Fuck everybody, dude.
Listen, dude.
What is it, Destiny?
I love you. I love you. Just find somebody to talk to, okay? Find somebody to talk to, okay? Wait, so this house sold once in 2007
Yes.
for 280 grand,
Yes.
and no one else has bought it or anything. Ask yourself why, dude. It was such a great deal.
It's only been on the market for about a month.
A whole month?
What do you mean? Yeah, what about it?
I thought you said real estate was doing well in Florida. Here in Omaha, the houses are on the market for about a day, and then the people buy them up. This house has been on the market for 30 fucking days, and nobody snatched it.
Well, all because a house is on the market doesn't mean people have the money to buy it. I don't know, Destiny. Why so you're saying that if a house doesn't sell in one day, it's a shitty market? What do you mean? 1 month is not a long time, dude. That's not a long time.
A month is a long time, dog. 30 days for an awesome house that's only gonna go up. That's like.
I mean, half the houses in my neighborhood are foreclosed. I don't know if that means anything. But that's different though, because
that sounds like
all these
that does not sound like a good housing market.
Well, yeah, but all these people, all the houses are foreclosed because all the people in my neighborhood bought their houses back in like 2006 or something, back when and everybody in my neighborhood, they all owned like fucking 20 houses. You know what I mean? Because they could get like a loan easy. This is my neighbor, okay? My neighbor owned 8 fucking houses, and he didn't even have the money to pay for one. But he got a loan from the company and the banks and all this shit to buy like 8 houses because he's going to sell them and make money. But then the housing market crashed and he got fucked.
Brexit happened. Hillary almost in jail. Fidel Castro dies.
Gotcha.
Holy shit, 2016.
So I mean, you know, I don't think it's that bad, dude. You're making it. I feel like you're too careful. Like sometimes you got to take risks, dude. And I don't think it's not a stupid risk either. Like I can handle it. Because I've thought about this shit, and I think if anything goes bad, I can still redeem myself, you know what I mean?
Sure. I think so. Listen, I love you, dude. Please. Talk to somebody professional, though, okay? That's all you gotta do. I don't. And then whatever you do afterwards, let your heart guide you, okay?
Okay, Destiny.
I love you. I care about you. Okay?
Okay. I love you too, Destiny.
Be careful. Have fun with Vainglory. I checked it out. It looks really fucking sick.
Tell everybody how sick it looks.
How sick it looks? Let me tell you, dude. I fucking looked at that shit. I actually just downloaded it yesterday on my phone.
You can even go to the bathroom and kill people.
Yeah, well, I was going to, but I checked my PayPal and I noticed I didn't have $1,500 to play it, so I uninstalled that shit.
Why do you need $1,500 to play it? What do you mean? I don't know what he's talking about, everybody, okay? Vainglory's a great game. What do you mean, dude? Mother.
All right, I love you. Be careful, okay? Talk to somebody, okay? Talk to a real guy, all right?
All right, dude.
Okay.
I thank you.
Good luck. Be careful.
Okay. What a fucking asshole.
Well,
you're still here. Oh, shit. What's up, baby?
All right, I'm hanging up on you.
Okay.
So crazy right now.
I know you're still here. Hello? You're gonna make me check, aren't you? I know you're still fucking here. I didn't hear the fucking noise from Skype. Oh, he did hang up. Okay. What a fucking asshole, dude. What a fucking dick. I don't know what he's talking about. Don't worry about that, everybody. Well, what do you think about what he said, though? And, like, I don't know, man. Are you guys saying that I should not buy a house? Is that what he's trying to say? Yo, Anton, thanks for the 2 months. Are you saying that I should not buy a house? Because I don't know, man. The house. It's not only that I'm bored, but I want a house. You know, it's always been my fucking dream to buy a house, right? You know, it's anybody's fucking dream to own a house. Not only own a house, but being able to eventually pay it off, hopefully. So, I don't think it's always been like a fucking dream, dude. You're saying that renting an apartment would be better than buying a house? Or renting a house. I don't know, man. Renting a house is fucking. I really feel like that's just throwing money away. Like I could, because I don't want to live with my parents anymore. I've got to move out of here, okay? I don't want to live here anymore. I just want to I just want to go somewhere else and do my own thing away from my parents, right? Yo, moderator, can somebody make a straw poll and let's see what the viewers' opinion are, please? Because I do want to move out, so it's either an apartment, or it's not necessarily an apartment, but it's either renting a house or buying a house, right? And renting a decent house is going to be more money than the mortgage would be, right? Unless I want to live in the straight fucking hood, which I don't. Renting a decent house is going to be like, probably like $1,500, around $2,000, right? A decent house that has shit that I need. And shit that I want as well. So, $1,500, dude. Because if I rent a house for $1,000, $1,100, I'm gonna be in the fucking hood. I'm gonna be fucking. I've looked this shit up. Around where I live, around in Florida, I'm gonna be in the fucking hood. So, I mean, what do you guys think, dude? Just don't know, man. Not Wreckful 2.0, dude. Like, it's different, dude. I'm not a fucking millionaire, but like Wreckful is. But I'm just saying, like, having something to work for is good. You know, it's healthy for you. Right now, I have nothing to work for. Growing my stream is my only thing. So, besides growing my stream, I really don't have anything else to work for, dude. Like what? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I could save up $250K and buy a house in cash, but that's gonna take a very long time, and that's gonna be a very boring process. Saving up that money. I mean, I could travel and stuff, but can I really? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to stream when I travel. Like, what if I took a week off? How mad would a lot of you guys be if I took a week off out of nowhere, right? Or if I told you, like, all right, in January I'm taking a week off, like, would you guys would get mad, right? Like, so I can't really just travel. I mean, I guess I could stream traveling, but it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna take my computer and like my fucking triple setup monitors with me, or double setup monitors with me everywhere I go. 'Cause that one's off. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take all this shit with me everywhere I go. So I already do. No, lately I've been doing good. I've been streaming a lot. We've been streaming for what 7 hours today. So I've been doing good lately. So what do you fucking mean? I already am next week. Well, I'm gonna stream from the Vainglory tournament next week. So I mean, it's for 3 days.
Buying a house is gonna make you not bored?
No, not necessarily.
How about waking up in the morning, exercising, socializing, and renting a place in a big city? Play with mutual funds and SPDRs for the meantime. Don't be such a fucking moron, Jesus Christ.
Man, dude, it's not that. All right, so buying a house is not gonna
rent a house and build some credit. There you go.
Well, I already have credit. I have 700. My credit's 740. It's already good as fuck. What was I gonna fucking say? No, buying a house won't necessarily make me not bored, right? But I'm saying it's gonna motivate. It's just gonna motivate me to do better with streaming because I have something to work for, right? Do you guys not agree with that? Do you guys agree with that or no? Because obviously I have a house to pay for, so I want to make sure, you know, I'm putting out, you know, longer streams and, you know, quality ass streams, you know, like right now, obviously I always want to put out quality streams, but there's, like, I'm not saying there's no, like, there is motivation to do so, but the house would really help push me to do so, right?
Go up 6 to 7% a year.
My parents told me the housing market would probably go up in a couple of years, so, and it kind of makes sense, I suppose. New president, usually, you know, based on a pattern that happens.
Is right. He isn't saying to not buy a house. He wants you to make an informed decision, and how you are talking makes it look the opposite. He wants you to talk to financial planner for you. You should listen. It's solid advice.
I mean, I'm listening, yeah, but yeah, right. Like right now with this high quality stream.
I understand.
Well, you've been in here.
Hell, but there's a horrible truth.
So I mean, it must be high quality, right?
When you get what you dreamed, the dream becomes based in reality.
They just want me to leave.
You will hate that your dreams aren't as beautiful as the actuality. Seeing that you're bored is concerning.
Well, it's not alright. I didn't mean it like I said it really badly. It's not that I'm bored. It's just.
Here's $2 to go towards your foreclosure.
Fuck your name, dude. I feel, dude, that 10K associate, no, the 19K associate made me feel so bad. Trust me, dude. No, I said it really bad. I'm not like bored, but I just feel like it would help motivate me to do better, right? I don't know, man. I've always just wanted a house, dude, and I feel like this is a good opportunity to get it since I have the extra money laying around, and I would be able to, like, I'm confident that I would be able to pay off the majority of the house by the time streaming comes to an end, right?
Did you even comprehend anything he said? He specifically said paying the whole mortgage in 2 years is literally the most retarded thing you could.
You see, like, I disagree with that, dude, because, like, okay, I might lose money if I pay the whole thing off like that, but I have a fucking paid off house, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about going homeless. I don't have to worry about it anymore, dude. How, I don't get, like, yeah, there are some trade-offs, but I don't get how it's that bad of an option, dude. Having a house that you don't have to worry about as much,
just
like,
please make an informed
I don't know,
decision.
man.
Ask a third-party member who knows what they're doing. Dan Love.
Yeah, you got land taxes and stuff, but that's, you know, not a big, like, paying land taxes once a year is not as hard as paying a mortgage every month, right? Man. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Let me see, dude. What time is it? 1:17? I want to look something up before I go off stream. Hold on. I want to look something up, dude. I want to show you guys something. I just want to see something, right? Hold on. I just want to fucking see something. Alright, dude. And, like, I'm going to show you guys something in, like, 30 minutes, okay? And, I'm gonna
Phoenix,
I want to show you guys.
The women are easy
just, like,
and the dicks are long.
Rent, like, houses and shit that I can rent. Houses and shit that I can rent, right? Within the area. I want to show you guys, like, what there is to get perspective. Because I just feel like it's a good, I feel like it's a good deal.
Kappa.
I really feel like it's a good deal to, in fact, buy a house more so than rent, so. Watch this. What's this? The fuck is this,
Why
dude?
wouldn't renting in a sick apartment make you motivated? I don't get it.
Well, I mean, it's not that it's not, all right, it's like, I'm putting this in a bad way. It's not that, like, I'm already motivated, but I can never pay off an apartment, right? So there's no end goal. Like in RuneScape, when you're training to be efficient, your end goal is 99. If you had no end goal, would you train efficiently, knowing that there's no end to it? Whereas a house, there's an end goal, right? So it's more exciting, to speak, right? Okay, Gav. I will not show that video then. Baiting donations? Or maybe having a fucking conversation? Yeah, I mean, I'm just having a conversation.
Holy shit, the views didn't drop below 5K while playing Vainglory. Duty Booty CX.
We're just, well, I mean, we're just chilling, talking about some shit here. But yeah, in like 30 minutes, dude, we're gonna fucking, I'm gonna show you some houses here. We're gonna play, I think that, we're gonna play one more game.
Here.
We'll play one more game, then I'm gonna show you some perspective.
From a business school in America. Sign a lease to rent a house for a year. Hire a financial planner to help invest a good portion of your income. Mortgage a house after a year if your stream is stable. Just got my account permanently suspended for my recent comment on your stream wall. I didn't even say anything. What is up with you?
Well, hold on. Well, you must have said something. Yeah, that's why I turned off the comments on my shit. Because people were talking about, like, you know, just being stupid and shit. Talking about, like, you know, racist shit. So I have to turn it off again based on what you said. dude, I just forgot totally what I was gonna say, dude.
Listen,
you know what? I
bro,
might.
You do what's right for you. Don't listen to a fucking psychopath that talks the speed of light. Just do some simple research and you'll be fine.
I'm gonna show you guys something. Do one more game of this. I'm gonna show you guys some perspective, dude. Actually, do it now while we're finding a match. Show you guys some perspective, dude, of what's happening. Okay, hold on. Let me Google it. Let me see. St. Augustine. That's where I'm gonna live. St. Augustine, Florida. House rentals. Let's look this shit up, dude. While we're waiting for a match, like I said. Okay, so let's go to not fucking Craigslist because that's gonna be some crack house type of shit. Houses for rent, St. Augustine on Zillow. Let's look what we got here. I mean, see, like it's, and you say rent an apartment, but the noise thing is a huge issue. Like, I can't rent enough. The noise, like I can't be loud enough. I don't want to be somewhere where I might get kicked out because the landlord fucking hates me for being, or my neighbors hate me or something, right? So I don't want to risk that. So I'd want to get a house. Okay, houses to rent, dude, are like fucking, man, they're fucking. I mean, look at this shit, dude. Getting $1,500. Like, this is all way more expensive than my mortgage would be per month. Again, let's look at a house that's about $1,000 here. Hold on. Let's search $1,000. Any price? No. Min 1,000, max 1,000 for rent. What? I mean, like, it's an okay house, obviously, but you got to look where it's located at as well. This house is probably not that that great of an area. You know what I mean?
Before you buy
not
a
like
house
bad, like in ghetto, but
Augustine,
like
make sure that
I
ship
don't know, man.
didn't get any flood damage from the hurricane. I live here and everything
It's not bad,
got
I
flooded.
guess. It's definitely not bad. But for the same price, you know what I mean? You get something so much better if you actually buy the house for the same fucking price, you know? It just doesn't make that much sense to me, dude. It's obviously not a bad house. I'm just saying for the same fucking price, you can get something so much better. But I don't know, dude. I'm just fucking saying. We're in a fucking match. Man, now I got some thinking to do, bro. I'm gonna, you know what? I've been convinced. I'm gonna wait until my tax thing comes in so I know how much money I'm gonna pay in taxes, and then I'll decide what I want to do. Because I'm gonna wait for my tax thing to come in first. Then I'll fucking decide. I just don't know, dude. I just don't know, man. It's a hard decision, dude. It's a hard fucking decision. I mean, okay, let me ask you. You get 8.5K per month. Where's the problem? In what? Buying a house?
Just buy a house and let Allison move in. That way you own a house in this lot who will pleasure you daily. Cx.
How many of you own a house, right? How many of you own a fucking house? I mean, probably not that many of you, but I'm gonna just ask anyways. Even though people are gonna lie and be like, me, fucking me, I do, but I'm gonna pay my tax stuff and then we'll decide what is the better option. I just really want to move out of my parents' house, right? What the fuck, dude? I don't want to, because I'm not going to rent an apartment for like 6 months, because I don't want to, like, I don't know, bro. I could, but you can rent, I think you have to rent for at least a year, don't you? You can't, can you rent an apartment for like 3 months? Is that a possibility? Does that exist? Because I think you have to sign like a year contract, right? And then put like a fucking deposit. I really just want to move
You
out.
get property tax and mortgage interest
No, if all this
deducted
that's still
from
gonna
your
come with
income.
me, yeah.
There are plenty of people willing to rent. If you are willing to live in the house with a random person, they can pay the mortgage for you through rent.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, my friend's gonna come with me. He's gonna help pay the mortgage, but it's a year. I'm pretty sure it's yearly. You can't rent on like a fucking month-to-month basis, dude. Can you actually, dude? A lease? I don't know, dude. Maybe.
Banned for hate speech. Twitch, are you serious? Do you even know what hate speech is? I swear to God, every day, Twitch falls further down the social justice
Well, what did
rabbit
you
hole.
say, Dim Gaines, yo? I can only assume it has something to do with the tryhard emote, dude. Some
You're forgetting
really
that
edgy
when
shit.
you are renting, you aren't putting 55k down, lol. Whenever rent is due, just play 2 games of Vainglory. CX.
Please, don't bring that up, okay? It's not something we can talk about here. I mean, I get what you're saying, dude, but I don't know. I've always just wanted to own a house. Maybe that's my demise, right? You know? Maybe if I really stay at it, this could be more motivation for me. Let's say I get into an apartment. Is it a bad idea to pay cash for a house? If I can save up enough money to pay cash for a house, is that a bad idea? Because that's what I would do. Like, I really don't want to have a mortgage, right? That's the American dream.
Look
No
into
fucking
the
mortgage on your house,
financial
right?
advisor. Also, check out some houses in
That's the
Destin,
dream,
Florida,
dude.
right by the best beaches.
That's the fucking dream, dude. So if I could pay off a house entirely in like cash, dude, like, yeah, I wouldn't build my credit, but I've already got credit. So I mean, do I really need to build it? I've already got fucking credit, dude. I mean, I still need to build it, but it's 740, so it's not like I don't have any credit. So I've already paid my car off and shit like that, school loans and shit. So. Well, I'm just saying, like, if I can save up all the money I make from streaming in like the next 2 years, it's definitely a possibility to buy a house in cash instead of pay a mortgage, you know? That's definitely a high possibility. Yeah, but I know like interest rates and stuff. I just don't want to have to deal with the mortgage. Like, I could pay it and put the money in my account, my savings account, but I just don't want to have to. I just don't want to look at it. I just don't want to deal with it. I just want to say, yo, I got to pay it off house. You know, that's the fucking dream. But I'll talk to a financial advisor. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna do one more game here, then I'm gonna call it a night. Actually, I'll show you guys some like. Actually, I just did. I do one more game, call it a night. Put the money. Yeah, I want to like. In the fund that gains you. All right, so it's just stupid. I would not put my money in a mutual fund. I like to do my own shit.
Road to 3K subbies, boys, let's go.
I like to do my own shit. Yeah. I would day trade with the money. Or like invest in stocks, right? Not day trade necessarily. Invest in stocks. So that's what I would fucking do. So it wouldn't be like I wouldn't do anything with the money, but I would put it in stocks, right? Which is really risky to do, but there's all right, so here's the thing. You could either lose all your money, and then you're gonna regret trying to invest in stocks, or you can make a lot of money. Right? It's a gamble. And that's the point of that's the point of like. You got to take risks to make money, right? We've all staked on RuneScape. You've got to take risks to make money. You don't make money taking no risks. I mean, streaming was a fucking risk. So, and would you say that streaming was a bad decision? I mean, obviously not, right? So, you got to take risks, dude. And I'm down to take a risk, you know? As long as I know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm doing. I've traded stocks before. I know what the fuck I'm doing, so. Retirement funds just, you know, mutual funds and shit. They take a very, all right, so somebody who's a financial person in the chat, tell me, if I put $50,000 in a mutual fund and then never touch it again, leave that for my retirement, is that gonna net me enough money? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, would that be the best option? Because it's gonna take years, dude. It's gonna take such a long time to make money off that, dude. Get like fucking 7% a year, dude. Fucking takes so long to make any money off that, yo. Like, obviously, investing young is a good thing, especially when you have a lot of money saved up, like 50 grand. But, man, dude. I don't know, dude. It's a really safe thing to do, but I feel like if I take a risk, I could do so much more with that, you know? Which...
Let me show you this.
I mean, it's like, what do you want? Do you want to be secure when do I want to secure my future in 70 years, or do I want to try and secure my future now? You know, by taking risks. You know, like, that's what it boils down to, essentially, so.
This dragon smile.
Dude, Dem Gaines, yo, is like fucking... I know that guy, dude. He's stupid as fucking chat, dude. He's so fucking dumb in chat. Just YOLO. I mean, the thing is, like... I feel like right now would be... And tell me if I'm wrong. Right now is the perfect time to take fucking risks in my life. Because obviously streaming nets you a good amount of money, you know, per month and per year. I consider streaming as like a month-to-month thing, not a yearly thing, because it's so inconsistent. But I feel like right now, like, there's no other job that I could get. If streaming were to end right now, I would not be able to get a job that could make as much money, right? At all, like, not a chance, dude. So, like, I'd have to have my fucking master's degree to even compete with streaming, right? I don't have my fucking master's, so that wouldn't work. So I think right now it'd be like the perfect time to take fucking chances. So even if I do lose money, it doesn't take that much time to, you know, get it back, right? Per se, so I don't know, man. That's my philosophy. That's my thing. Take risks while you can, right? Don't take risks when you can't, or when it takes a long time to get the money that you just lost back, right? That's my philosophy behind it.
Here's the bad news.
You're not getting the money back. You buy a house. Well, if I sell the house, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's not about getting my money back. It's about having a place to fucking live for the rest of my for the next 10 years or so, right? That's what it's about, dude. 50 grand will turn into 800,000 in 40 years. Yeah, but you got account for inflation, dude. In 40 years, how much is 800,000 really going to be worth, you know? 800,000 is not going to be worth that much in 40 years, dude. I mean, it will, but compared to what it is now, like, let's be honest, based on how the economy is and how much money the United States owes, is money going to be worth more in the future, or is it going to be worth less, right? Based on patterns and based how things have worked in the past, 800,000 is going to probably be worth less than it is now in the future, so. You know what I mean? Like, when you go to, when you account for inflation, still a lot of money, but I don't know, man. Yeah, question mark me. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I'm just trolling, dude. I've just been trolling you guys all along, dude. I'm really trying to. I don't even want to move out of my parents, dude. Fuck it, I'll stay here till I'm 30. I don't even want. I've just been trolling everybody, and you guys fell for it. That's all. You guys are gonna make me cry.
Or you can wait for your parents to die and inherit the house.
That's an option. I've thought about that, but I don't really want to wait 40 years to have my own house, to be honest with you, so probably not the best option, but it's there.
If you're working out of a house, well, in Canada, you can write your house off as a place of business so you pay less in taxes. I made $1,000 last year according to taxes, lol.
You know, I'm looking at some houses that are foreclosed, How about this? I was thinking about buying a
I
house
love
for
you,
really
Daddy.
cheap
How
and then
could you
selling
say
it
such
in about a
hurtful
year.
words to me. Bible thumps.
You know, investing in real estate. Dude, you've literally said racist shit in chat, dude. You're fucking racist. I was thinking about investing in real estate as well. Getting a house for cheap. If I can get a house for like mad cheap, one that's foreclosed, or like something like, if I could save up like 200 grand, right? And then go and buy a house at an auction for like mad cheap. So you but oh, fuck, I shouldn't invest in anything, right? I shouldn't take any kind of risks. I should live my life the boring way and take no risks and make sure that when I'm 70 years old, I can retire safely. That's what I should do, right? You know? That's boring, dude. I don't, you know, like, I have a dream, right? I have a fucking dream to become a millionaire one day. You don't become a millionaire not taking any risks. I want to own a fucking Ferrari, okay? I want to live in a fucking mansion. I want to have a fucking yacht. You know, and this is all fucking dreams, right? These are all dreams. And I want to, you know, you're not going to achieve those fucking dreams if you don't take a risk, you know? I'd much prefer to take a goddamn risk and maybe have that 1% chance of achieving my fucking dreams than to live my life the safe way and have 0% chance of having my fucking dream come true, right? Honestly, dude, how else do you make a lot of money without taking risks and investing in that shit? Like, be honest, dude. Like, I know I could live life the safe way, but I don't want to. I'd prefer to try to do it, and if my dreams come true, then fuck yeah, slap on the knee, I'm glad I fucking did it, you know? That's what it boils down to. And I'd prefer to live like that than to have a boring, safe life, you know? I don't want to live the average American life. I want to try and live, you know, the classy, the high-class American life. That's my goal, dude. That's always been my goal. That's why I got into, like, stocks and shit when I was in high school. So, I don't want to do what everybody else does. I want to do the risky shit, man. That's the shit that excites me, dude. I don't get how that shit doesn't excite you guys. I just don't get it, dude. Like, I guess not everybody, I guess it's not, I mean, do you guys not aspire to be a millionaire? Like, how do you become a millionaire without doing risky shit? I mean, I guess you could become a plastic surgeon and save your money, but how many of you are going to become a plastic surgeon, right? Because I sure as fuck couldn't do it. No, I'm too fucking stupid to be a surgeon. Fuck no. I couldn't fucking take the stress of maybe killing somebody. I couldn't fucking do it.
Tryhard enabler, tryhard racist. Come on, bruh.
No, that's not what you were spamming. I know you, dude. I know what you spam, dog. You say like other stupid shit. Save my money, but yeah, but if you save all the money you make, maybe in 50 years you can have $1 million. My dream is to be a multi-millionaire, dude. You're not, it doesn't matter. Even right now as a streamer, making good money, even if I saved all my money for 20 years, I'm not gonna be a multi-millionaire, dude. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, in 20 years, if I save all my money making what I've made in the past 6 months, because the bulk of what I made as a streamer has been in the past 6 months when I've had over 1,000 subs. I don't know. 20 years, dude. That's like 2 mil. So that's not my dream. I don't know. I've always, I just want to live that, bro. I want to live that Scarface lifestyle.
Stop asking the chat
That's the dream,
for advice
dude.
And instead
you don't live the Scarface
professional
lifestyle
about
playing the shit
questions or
safe. That's all I'm
concerns
saying.
you have. Because they actually know what they're talking
Want
about.
a fucking yacht, bro. Want to travel the fucking world in my $50 million yacht, okay?
Don't co-sign with Enza, just call
It's a
me.
small chance of it happening, but if you take the risk, it might fucking happen. Whereas if you don't take a risk, it's never gonna happen. That's my philosophy. That's my way of thinking. So, you know, that's it, dude.
Honestly, if you are going to invest in a house, don't do it in Florida, of all places. Who the fuck moves into Florida? It's all old people. The housing market in Florida will never grow as much as somewhere like California or even fucking Texas.
What do you mean? Who wants to live in Florida? Are you high as fuck? I think a lot of people would love to live in Florida. It never gets cold. It's always hot as fuck. The beaches are nice. It's nice in general. The nature is nice. You know, it's a nice place to live, dude. It's like California without the mountains and more humid, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I totally like to take risks, but I got some thinking to do and shit. But all right, dude. Well, I'm gonna go. Vainglory was cool. Next time we play Vainglory, it's probably gonna be a couple times next week, and then I'm gonna go to the Vainglory tournament on Thursday. Stream from there. Do some social leading over in Hollywood, California. Try to pick up some women. You know what I mean? Do all that good shit. Should be fun. Tomorrow, Arma 3, shit like that. Want to find a new fucking server and shit though, to be honest. Not that I hate the server that I'm in. I still want to use this fucking server, but you know, I want to try something new, right? Go into a super hardcore military simulator or something and just be me. I think that'd be funny as shit, but I'm gonna host somebody here, so please go in there and be kind. Be very kind to them. Okay, don't be stupid. Although I already know you're gonna be fucking stupid, but let's see. Let's fucking see. Oh man! All right. Yeah, if you say anything like stupid as fuck, I'm gonna perm ban you in this chat. Don't fucking do it, please.